this.
Okay. So, Delta Green, mechanically, practically identical to Call of Cthulhu.
Humint.
Yes, human.
It's a skill.
But this campaign is going to be taking place in 2019.
That's this year.
Yeah.
Yep. And you are all going to be
The game's
newly recruited operatives of Delta Green, a rather secret branch of the U.S. government. Throughout your careers, you've heard fleeting rumors of some weird group working for the government that investigates paranormal stuff, but you always sort of brushed it off as nonsense. Until now. So, you are all going to be professional agents of some category. So this can be CIA, FBI, NSA. You can be foreign agents. You can be police. You could be Marines. You could be, something a bit more militant, or you could be more of an analytical profession. Let me just throw some out here.
Okay.
You could be an anthropologist if you want to be really boring. Computer engineer, federal agent, physician or a medic, scientist, special operator.
I'll be an FBI agent.
There's a dossier with much better lists.
Okay. Can I choose my name and gender, or is that...
Yeah,
okay.
You can do that.
But you said we've all been recruited, so we have all these past jobs, but now we're working for...
No.
Damn.
You are maintaining your current job. Delta Green is not a full-time position.
So it's just like our hobby is...
They call you, you jump, and then you go back to your job.
Are we indebted to them? Do we want to work for them, or why do we...
I'm sure we see it as an opportunity of some kind.
It's serving your country to the highest degree, and they pay really well.
Best name I've ever seen in my life. Oh,
I mean, you could certainly refuse, but then you make a new character.
and then that character refuses.
So my employer will be the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
That is an employer.
Okay.
It's the greatest. I've lost all ability to want to play because Sean picked the best name.
What is it?
Lind L.
Taylor. Wasn't he a criminal?
Well,
He was,
yeah.
Okay.
You also made a gamer tag with that name for
Yeah,
a
I
time.
know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But I like that as far as like the visualization of the character. It's pretty good. He looks like he could work for the FBI.
Is there a standard of entry for like the positions and type of people that Delta Green would want? For
Well,
example,
it's like Men in Black. You know, you're the best of the best.
okay.
So whatever it is your field, you're the best at it. That's why they came to you instead of your colleagues.
Stunt driver.
More, think more.
Like a stunt driver would never investigate things.
Right.
He would just be doing stunts all day.
Where are we located?
That's
Don't
what-
think Call of Cthulhu. Think more Men in Black.
But was Will Smith before he joined the Men in Black?
He was with the NYPD.
I'm gonna go with homicide detective.
Nice.
I can't for the life of me bring up his dossier.
One day.
One day.
Are we in America?
I mean, you can be a foreign operative. So you could be a spy or something like that, but the first session will take place in America.
So it doesn't matter what.
Yeah, I can't bring it up. You don't have to be American, I guess. You could be like SAS, DSS.
No, I was just trying to write which police department was my employer. But I just went with New York. 'Cause everyone knows NYPD is the best.
So I'll just be a computer scientist.
There you go.
I mean, you can be like Jack Ryan, I guess, where he's an analyst, but also he shoots a bunch of people.
He's gonna become vice president someday.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Suggested profession. I mean, there's like this whole big chapter
You know,
of all the
wouldn't-
stuff you can do.
Yeah, maybe still. Could I see a
Could
list?
work
Because
for
I'm not
stars.
actually that happy about computer scientists. So I'm like, it's a little too close to home. I'm just gonna picture it myself.
I'm just gonna.
You have a
Next
corgi
to
as a
some
pet.
FBI agents and stuff.
Your sidekick's a corgi.
Okay, so you could be with the CDC, CIA, the DOD, the DEA, the EPA,
So maybe
FBI.
CDC, I like that. Like more of like a bio researcher.
There you go.
You just solved it.
You could be with ICE,
Nice.
Air Force, Army, Department of State, Marine Corps, Navy, Marshal Service. That's cool. SOCOM. Secret Service.
Bio
Coast Guard.
researcher for some military branch. Who would have bio researchers? Army. I could be like,
Well, the CDC certainly would.
oh yeah, that is the employer, I guess. I'm like that guy with the gas mask in Wonder Woman.
Nice.
Okay.
He gets really strong when he breathes in that shit.
I don't get the reference.
Let me look up if CDC agents are ever allowed to carry a weapon.
Like a vaccine injector.
Because officially, you will never be a Delta Green agent. It doesn't exist. So
Clearly it does.
You get a check in the mail for
Well, actually,
services
I mean,
rather-
there could be like a bio researcher that works for the Army instead of CDC, right? That makes sense.
yeah,
They develop
potentially.
weapons and stuff, or I don't know.
Trying to have a work around the weapons.
Yeah.
I get that.
DOD. Navy SEALs.
I feel like when they were worried about the anthrax threat, there must have been some bio researchers like,
With guns.
yeah,
guns full of anthrax.
But they would have like support. They would have the gun. I mean the nerds wouldn't necessarily. Let me just check CDC.
but I mean,
How old are you?
even if they don't need a gun
26.
for their
Or 27.
job, I mean,
March
they
19th.
could
Yeah.
have one to employ for the Delta Green forces. I don't even know if I need one. I don't know what this game's like. But if you're telling me
cannot arrest and cannot carry a weapon.
they cannot,
Well,
not just they don't.
It says expected to carry a weapon. No. So I mean, you could have like a private.
I mean, it seems like
you could have like a concealed carry license.
Yeah, so I mean, it means it goes to say it's not part of the day-to-day job to need a weapon. But if you're going to a situation where you might want a weapon.
Yeah, I mean, there are situations where you might not want a weapon. I understand the Call of Cthulhu mentality, but it's up to you, I suppose. I'm not going to be too lame about being able to carry a sidearm.
Lame.
Okay. Everyone has their... I mean, we didn't roll for stats yet, so you may end up changing.
20? No, 2.
I only roll 2s.
Okay.
Unless I'm rolling 20s. Which I never do.
Thank God my new laptop's coming tomorrow.
Yep.
Alright, so, since you are all considered to be
Awesome.
Yep.
Fortunately, it's 4d6 drop lowest. And you get to determine where your stats go.
Here's some dice.
That's not good.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
It's better.
13. Exactly enough for all of us.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have a few to spare. That's better.
That's a number that Studs likes to see. Coming off with a 15.
Alright, 12.
It's going right into penis size.
16.
That's a number Studs likes to hate.
Ooh. Ooh.
6, 8. Studs is stupid. His character's stupid. Everything's stupid.
Best of the best.
How many times am I rolling?
6.
3, 4, 5, 6. Half of my
Okay.
ship's junk already.
I have no great stats, but no terrible ones.
Whoa.
Ooh, 14.
That's bad.
It's a 7.
Yep.
What's the lowest we can roll? 3? Is that legitimately how this is going to work?
6.
It could be 3, yes. I mean, it's a little nicer, but it's still, Call of Cthulhu.
What is power good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Your sanity, your willpower, your breaking point.
Because that's probably
That's a 16. Nice. So then we multiply them by 5 for the times 5 column.
Yeah.
This is good.
Pretty straightforward.
I had 3 13, so that makes it easy. And a 12. And a 7.
That 7 is going to be your
Yeah,
rough one.
that's my charisma.
Okay.
I'll
I'll do the talking.
I'm gonna be a barely English-speaking Middle Eastern scientist.
Great.
Now, I'll be fluent in English. I'm pretty smart.
Okay. I've got my stats.
I don't.
Okay.
What is power? I wasn't listening.
Your sanity and willpower and stuff.
That's a good stat.
It says anything below 9 or above 12 is exceptional.
Yeah.
One way or another. Those are called distinguishing features.
What are?
Sounds
Anything
about
below 9 or above 12.
I've got those.
So those are what make you sort of unique.
Everything except my strength is unique.
There you go. You're a unique individual.
I have 2 ununique stats.
That's why Delta Green contacted you.
I am exceptional in all ways except for dexterity, which is average. Apart from that, I'm a gifted man.
Alright. So your HP
Mm-hmm.
is going to be your strength plus your con divided by 2. Rounding up.
Nice.
Is what?
It's your HP.
Okay.
Is what?
What is it?
What is speed?
HP is strength and con added together, divided by 2, rounding up.
This isn't good. Ayo, 12.
It's too different
Seems
for me.
average.
Yeah, that's probably pretty. That seems fine. You're 10 or higher. It's good not to be in single digits.
Your willpower is your power.
Straight up. and
Yep.
down.
Your sanity is your power times 5.
Okay. Oh, breaking point. Point break.
Your breaking point is your sanity minus your power.
Oh.
Or your sanity times 4.
Correct.
Am I supposed to write down distinguishing features?
You don't have to.
What does that mean? Like you like?
Like if you have a low strength, you might describe like how your character looks or acts to demonstrate this low strength number. Something like, you don't have to. It's just character building.
Big brain,
He's got a visible
long
big
hands,
brain.
Bulging brain.
He's got a bulging brain. His constitution pulses through his veins.
Nice.
His hands
Delta
twitch.
Green's gonna bring you in for different reasons.
His hands twitch with dexterity.
Okay. So I need to know everyone's profession then.
Special agent.
Working for
FBI.
the FBI.
Yeah.
Okay. So your professional skills.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Call of Cthulhu. You're not building it from scratch.
Okay.
So, alertness, 50%.
We're writing these in the boxes on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Bureaucracy, 40%.
Okay.
Criminality, 50%.
Okay.
Drive, 50%.
Try.
Firearms, 50%. Forensics, 30%. Hume int, 60%.
Human.
Law, 30%. Persuade, 50%. Search, 50%. And unarmed combat, 60%.
Nice.
And then you get to choose one. Accounting, computer science, foreign language, heavy weapons, or pharmacy.
Thomas, you're a big brain computer scientist? What'd you change?
Bioresearcher.
Oh, bioresearcher. I'll pick the computers.
Okay, 50% computer science.
Alright.
Okay. Bioresearcher. I guess that would fall under science. Okay. Bureaucracy, 40%. Computer science, 40%.
Oh, you still got it.
And then you get 3 different science abilities. One of them's at 60, the other 2 are at 50.
So I like just fill in areas of science.
Yes.
How how specific are these supposed to be? Like biology, is that too vague?
No, we don't
So
want
it's
to
like
be.
subjects.
We don't
like
want to be too rough.
biology, chemistry.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay. Those are good ones. I'll do those. Then I'll need one more. Extraterrestrial physics. Hold on, let me think a little more. That's not even.
Wouldn't
like
that be like astrophysics?
conspiracy theories?
That's not a science.
For me, it is. I've made it one.
I mean, you're gonna get more stuff beyond just these skills, but go with a legitimate astrophysics, mathematics, geology.
I like mathematics, but I don't know how it would ever apply.
Hard
2
to
plus
say.
2.
Yeah. Can your character solve that?
Keep thinking about it. Is that all the skills?
No.
Okay, I'll keep going.
You then get to pick 3. Accounting, craft, foreign language, forensics, law, pharmacy.
3 of those, eh?
3 of those.
I think forensics is good.
Okay, forensics 40.
Ooh.
Are they all going to be 40?
Unless you pick accounting, you get 50.
Ooh. You could do that with
That's
mathematics.
boring. I have to think of something like craft.
Craft,
That'd be fun.
homemade explosive.
Oh, there we go. Biological weapons.
Biological warfare. Craft.
Jesus Christ.
Is that possible? Not like bombs, but like
Like what?
poisons or like poison gases.
I'd probably let that fall into your biology or
Oh, okay.
chemistry.
So I wouldn't even need craft for it.
No, you already know.
Craft crystal meth. Not gonna. Nah, never mind.
Paper boats.
Yeah, craft seems more of like a story element. Like, look at this excellent model ship I made.
I mean, there might be some application. I don't know.
Pharmacy sounds good. I'll do that.
Okay.
And
Aren't you a foreigner?
yeah, foreign pharmacy, Eastern medicine.
Pick foreign language.
Oh, that makes sense. Is my foreign language English?
You could do it that way.
I'll just do it the other way. I was born here, but I have a heritage.
There you go. All right. Stubbs, what are you?
Homicide detective.
Okay, let me try and find this. All right. Holy shit, you get a lot of skills.
Skillful man.
Ready?
Yep.
Alertness 60.
I'm not ready. Where is that?
Alphabetical.
Oh, there it is.
Bureaucracy 40.
Speed. Yeah.
40.
Criminology 40.
40.
Drive 50.
Oh, yeah.
Firearms 40.
That's bullshit.
Yep,
First
I said
aid
80.
30. Human 50. Law 30. Melee weapons 50.
Barely know the law.
Like most
Enough to
cops.
throw somebody in jail
Yeah.
You looked at
or
me funny.
throw their face through a plate
Navigate
glass
40. Persuade 40. Search 40. Unarmed combat 60.
Fuck yeah.
And then you get to choose one. Forensics, heavy machinery, heavy weapons, or ride.
right.
Mounted detective.
Something's gotta be heavy. heavy weapons.
Okay, that's 50.
That would have been a
Military
0 otherwise.
background.
Or, yeah, it would have been 0 otherwise. Nice.
From 0 to hero.
Yep. Okay, that was that. Thomas has to decide his last science, but that's not crucial.
Oh, that was a good crack.
Nice.
Good elbow crack.
Yep.
So slow. I should have bought the book. Alright, you get bonus skill points.
Okay.
You can pick 8 skills, whether you've already gained points in them or they're fresh.
Alright.
The only one you can't pick is unnatural. You increase those 8 skills by 20 points.
So even if we
However, no skill can start higher than 80%. You're not the best in the
What
world.
is human?
Human intelligence?
Oh.
These are
That's like insight.
Okay.
But I mean, double check.
Alright. Could you do like, say you have something at 0,
Yes.
you can increase it 4 times to 80.
It did say pick 8 skills.
Okay.
So I don't think so.
Did you just ask if you can do the same one twice?
Yeah.
Yes, if we could do the same one 4 times.
Is that allowed?
No.
No. Okay.
We'll go with no.
Once each. 8 different skills.
That's what it seems like.
Anything you want except unnatural. Oh, craft electrician. To rewire a house, hotwire a vehicle in a hurry, tap a phone or data line, or spot signs of electrical sabotage.
That's
Craft
pretty good.
mechanic, craft locksmith, craft gunsmith, architect, carpenter, electrician, gunsmith, locksmith, mechanic, microelectronics, plumber, etc.
Those are all way better than.
Any sort of like trade. Locksmith would probably be pretty good. Yeah, human intelligence. This obtains information about a subject, especially information the subject would rather conceal through observation, conversation, or examining patterns of behavior in relationships. Recognize signs of dishonesty from verbal cues and body language, blah blah blah. It's basically insight.
Artillery.
Hey man. Against
Like
the
that.
Shogoth, you wish you had the artillery skill.
Crank that bad boy all the way up.
We're not really using any mythos stuff though in this campaign.
That's what he's telling us now.
Well, it's an SCP based
Yeah,
campaign.
I know.
So there'll be mythos. Can we go into the IKEA?
Maybe.
Session 1.
What is
That would
bureau-
actually be a good session.
Yep.
Not the first one. I
what
didn't
is-
think about it.
bureaucracy good for?
That's what I ask every goddamn day.
Taking tax money from
My
me.
money.
And, yeah. Nice.
Let me look.
Actually, ecology. That's a good one.
Bureaucracy. Manipulating the rules and personalities that govern an organization. Use it to locate and borrow supplies, convince an official to provide information or resources, gain credentials for access to a restricted area, or keep the hospital from delving too deeply into the source of your injuries.
I like that.
Do you think that my firearms is going to stay at 40?
Ziggy, I just love this picture.
Can't look at it enough. Just stare at it.
Just so excited about
Yep.
the yellow sign.
Yep. He's like, I'm gonna open
It's
it up
it's
and
his wallpaper.
gonna open it up and paint and yep. It's great. His screensaver is just a yellow sign that bounces off like the boundaries
Yeah,
of your
the
monitor.
DVD thing.
Yeah. Yellow sign wallpaper.
Summons the
Yeah.
yellow keen if it ever hits the corner perfectly.
Nice.
That nice.
That's some key.
Done.
I'm getting there.
Increased alertness, search, unarmed, human, forensic, dissuade, firearms, and first aid.
There you have it.
I did unnatural 8 times.
You are removed from existence.
I understood that was allowed.
You are no longer relevant
Okay.
to the campaign.
I understood it. It's really bugging me that your basement door has that little corner of your staircase.
I don't have a basement door. Oh, you mean the
Oh,
door
the
frame?
closet.
I don't have a basement door.
Yeah, it overlaps. That's no good. Stop looking at it.
Can't. Bugs me.
I need one more skill and then I'm good.
Craft locksmith.
Craft?
I feel like
That's gotta be Thomas.
Studs.
That's gotta be Thomas.
I feel like studs would be the only one that makes sense for.
All right.
Well, I am pick it. I probably could.
My skills
Locksmithing
are
could
set.
be a hobby. That's how I picked it up.
I probably could grab it.
Could be a hobby lockpicker.
What could I get rid
Yep.
of?
Did you guys see my genius move in fantasy football?
What is forensics?
There's only one person here.
It's
that
like
knows what
Oh,
it would
Thomas,
be.
yeah.
analyzing a crime scene,
Sorry, Sean.
blood spatter, and
I have rid myself.
searching
Yeah.
for fingerprints.
Are you already really good at forensics?
He's decent
no,
at it.
I'm
I've got a
not.
30.
I have a 20. I'm going into
I could
craft
bump mine to
locksmith.
50. I should probably bump mine to 50. Which I'm gonna someone's gonna take a hit that I buffed. All right.
I am now a locksmith of 20% capabilities.
All right. I bumped up my forensics, Thomas.
Alright, I was. Alright,
20% of the time, he gets you in.
I was thinking of
Yeah.
bumping it. 1, 2,
Thomas, I
3.
want you to guess on my fantasy team which position scored me the most points this week.
Sure.
Tight end.
Defense. Wow. 35 points.
That is rare. What defense is
who
that?
played the Dolphins?
The Patriots.
Did they play the Dolphins? Yeah.
They did. I picked them up. Best decision of my life.
What was the score?
That's the
48
best
to
decision
No,
of your life.
it's not.
Okay.
They allowed 0 points, got 4 interceptions, and scored 2 touchdowns.
And how much? What was the score? 48 to 0? 51?
49 to 0.
49 to 0?
It's difficult for a defense to do better than that.
It's better than their first, or it was somehow worse
Yeah.
than the Dolphins' first game.
Yeah, it
which
was,
51 to 10, I think.
Surgery. That could be a hobby.
That's not creepy at all.
I'm a
Oh,
hobby
yeah.
surgeon.
Wonderful.
What are these curtains made out of? This lampshade.
Not a
It
surgery.
doesn't have to be human, I guess.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Surgery
Yeah, that's
on
true.
squirrel.
Animal,
Like,
right?
well, I could be a hobby taxidermist.
There you go.
Also not creepy.
I have a collection of stuffed birds.
Alright.
We're ready for assignment.
I'm not.
Are you?
No.
I think so.
Do I need bonds?
Bearer bonds, government bonds.
We'll go with James.
Oh, okay.
James Bonds.
Yeah.
James Bonds. Bonds James.
It's not going to be bonds to any other player.
Okay.
Bonds would be between you and a spouse or a child.
Fuck no.
How many can we write in?
How many should
How
we
many
write?
spouses do you have?
I think you can usually do up to like 3.
All right.
How
Can I
many-
put the chief for 1 bond?
Did you have a special bond with the chief?
Probably not.
Is there a
Maybe.
particular advantage or disadvantage to bonds?
That's what I'm looking up.
Could it be an animal? Bond to your dog, Cujo.
Maybe.
Yeah. Bond to an alien? No, probably not an alien.
Only an alien.
Only aliens. Okay. Cool.
What about pharmacy versus medicine?
Medicine would be like the application of pharmaceutical and other implements to treat somebody. Pharmacy would be like, I think more like you're not lost if you're just in rows of like pills and like technical terms. You know, you'd be able to actually find like maybe the appropriate pill and dosage and that sort of thing.
Okay.
What's that underneath that cabinet? Right underneath the sink. There's like a strange Do you see it?
Yeah, the mat.
No, above the mat.
That like marking.
Yeah.
It's the yellow sign.
Okay.
In red.
You're dead now.
Thomas. will be
He's
looking
just
for
gonna
it.
look everywhere for anything odd.
Yeah, I was looking for the sign.
It's underneath the cabinet, right below the sink.
Above the.
Right
above
by the mat.
floor. Look at the floor.
There's a symbol. Yeah.
That's what the yellow sign
Yeah.
looks like. Maybe there's a dead body under there.
Yeah.
Already.
Do you see you can check violence up to 3 times?
Okay, bonds. Bonds measure your agent's relationships with the vital people in his or her life, loved ones, family members, and close friends. A bond can protect your agent from sanity loss, or offer a chance to repress the effects of a disorder or temporary insanity. Bonds are not merely motivations or things your agent likes. They are your agent's connection to humanity. An agent with no bonds is more susceptible to psychological trauma than one who has people waiting back home. Wow, that hits hard, isn't it, Studs?
You know it.
So bonds are good.
Yeah.
Bonds are good.
Are they bad at all?
Hold on. Each bond begins with a score equal to your agent's charisma. Bond scores often deteriorate because of your agent's involvement in Delta Green. Bond increases if it is cultivated between operations. Bond can never have a score higher than your agent's charisma. So it can be with a person or a group.
What was that thing you said about charisma?
It's like the whole thing. That's your bond score.
That's what
Is
your bond
and it can
starts.
never-
Starting
Never
bond
go
score.
higher than that.
Yeah.
But it can go lower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my bonds were never very strong then.
So sample bonds: spouse, ex-spouse, son, daughter, parent, grandparent, best friend, coworker, partner, therapist, parents, siblings, colleagues in an intense job, church or support group, or survivors of a shared trauma. When a bond deteriorates, that relationship becomes strained. Exactly what shape that takes in play is up to you and the handler. Bonds often fall apart because of events beyond your agent's control. Your agent's husband might leave for another woman. One of the members of your agent's platoon might be killed. Your agent's partner in Delta Green could go insane. If a disaster harms the subject of a bond, that reduces the bond's value by 1d4. It doesn't seem to hurt you at all,
No.
though, so there's no downside.
Want to have as many bonds as high a value as possible.
Well,
Yeah.
they all start at 55 for me, right?
No, your charisma, not the times 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay. I have to create names for other people?
Yeah.
No, you could just put spouse or something.
Alright.
Good.
Okay, I was looking up the names.
Lindell Taylor would have
Darius.
like an X.
He'll get a name eventually.
Babak Minaj.
Chief will be the name of his dog.
Okay. I have
Yeah.
3 bonds.
Okay. I have 3 bonds.
They're all called Barry.
Okay, then I guess all that's left is equipment.
Yep.
I have 3 equipments.
There's nowhere on the sheet for equipment.
What about on the back side?
There's a lot on the sheet
Well,
for
look at
So
equipment.
for your
that.
score, you put literally your charisma.
Yep.
Yep. Is your charisma shit? Oh yeah, it is.
Well, man, we have to sign this.
Yep.
We do have to sign
Please
it.
do.
You're not done. Why are you signing it? Really?
Lindell Taylor signed many documents before reading through it all.
Can we start the campaign with Lindell Taylor on TV just to see what happens?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah. That'd be kind of rough having no fate in my own control. Which is what this campaign's all about.
How do you do a capital G in cursive?
It's a pain in the ass.
Okay.
It's like so you go like something like that. Yeah.
God, that's what I thought it
yeah.
was. Why did I do a rant?
What you're doing right now is evil.
Alright, I was just finishing my bonds. Did something happen after that?
Yeah, we turned it around for gear, and then we signed our agent's name.
Okay, basically, God, they have these paragraphs of like things that a federal agent would have with them. It's insane. So basically, whatever you want. If it's something a little extreme, bring it up to me. But if it's just like flashlights and stuff, you can write all that down.
All right, I'll write some stuff down. I would like to have a service weapon.
Yes. Do you have a preference?
Or like a handgun.
I meant like a model.
Could I bust into these?
You may bust.
Do they have samples available, or would you have to look it up?
Well, I mean, if you don't know off the
no,
top of
no,
your
I
head,
don't.
It probably doesn't matter.
No.
You can M9.
I'll write gun.
Gone.
Yeah.
Anthrax napkins?
So.
You stoop
Envelopes.
over people until you got something on your face, and then you just smear anthrax over it.
Someone blows your nose. Here, take this.
Okay. Is anyone going to carry any hand-to-hand weapon at all?
Yes.
You have a
What?
butterfly
Maybe.
knife?
I feel like I might have one of those curved blades.
Why?
Fucking kukri?
Heirloom.
An heirloom?
No, I wouldn't carry it.
That's
with me.
not
It's
even like.
practical.
That's like Thailand.
I would have a knife.
No, it's Indonesia.
Shoe knife.
Are you sure? Scimitar?
A fucking
Scimitar.
scimitar! God damn it! No, you don't get a scimitar.
Alright, fine.
I would have a knife.
Go to like some small town, wielding a scimitar.
Let me find out where kukris are from.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe a
Nepal.
kukri is a knife.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a monster. Let me know.
What was I thinking of?
Could I have two guns?
No.
I should think of things that would
Oh.
actually help.
Okay.
Because I feel like one gun is self-defense.
Yeah.
Two gun means you're coming in with an intent for mayhem. You'd be
Steven Seagal
arrested
movie.
very quickly.
What if I wanted 3 guns?
No.
I want a gun and a knife.
Okay. So knife is just 1d4 damage
1d4.
with 3 armor piercing.
3 armor piercing.
You could have a garrote.
One
What
wire.
did you just call me?
Yeah.
I won't turn it down.
What's a handgun? As a weapon?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
Does 1d6 damage per round until the target escapes or dies. That's nice.
How detailed should I be when I describe science supplies?
Extreme.
That alone is really vague, so a little bit better than that.
Did we get stats for handgun yet?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Write it down.
Okay, they break it up by light pistol, medium pistol, heavy pistol. So a light pistol
How
is
about-
going to be like a Walther PPK.
Yeah.
Medium pistol is like M1911, Glock 17, any 9mm. Heavy pistol is like a 357 Magnum.
Okay, it's a little conspicuous
Yeah.
for FBI.
Yeah.
I want
I'll
the Walter.
take a medium.
Okay, medium pistol has a base range of 15 meters.
Well, I'll take a
That's
medium.
absurd, isn't it?
That it can't shoot farther than that, or that it...
Yeah. 15 meters? Okay. Damage from a medium pistol is 1d10.
It's way better than a knife.
Yeah, go figure. Ammo capacity is 15.
How about the light pistol?
Light pistol, base range of 10 meters.
It's even worse. That's insane.
I know!
You think the lighter pistol would actually be easier to use?
I would have thought.
Yeah.
Damage is 1d8. And ammo capacity is 7. More concealable though.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take solace in that.
Yeah. Now studs, you would like a minigun, correct?
7 of them.
It says the expense is extreme. Can you afford it?
Yes. I currently have an uncalculable amount of money.
Next. Okay. There's also the matter of body armor. Now, the only one that can be... Two of them can be concealed. Kevlar vest and reinforced Kevlar vest. If you wear it underneath your other garments. But it can be noticed with an alertness test. So, it's up to you if you want to have armor or not. This isn't like Sprawl, which is armored clothing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense for me.
I want armor. What kind is there?
Kevlar vest is armor rating of 3.
Alright, well,
Requires an alertness test to be noticed. Reinforced Kevlar vest is armor rating 4, but they get plus 20% on the alertness test.
I'll do the Kevlar test. Alright, so from the gear, so far I have portable lab, forensics kit, and laptop.
My question is, like, if you walk into a bar, does everyone just get an alertness test?
Then the odds
Probably
are
just
good.
one
The odds are
roll.
good that at least one person would notice.
Yeah.
what's going on over there.
Dudes. Look
Yeah, but
bulky.
I'm a
But is it
homicide
a person-
detective, so it's not crazy. If we're going to a
I mean, just
bar.
because we declare that we own it doesn't mean we wear it in every situation, right?
Right, that is true.
I'm writing Lindell Taylor's complete equipment for you.
Good. I crave it.
Yeah.
Rope. I'll skip the rope.
You always need rope.
Comms.
I think you can just write cell phone.
Alright.
It's 2019.
It is 2019. Makes it easy. Get pepper spray keychain.
Oh, I like that.
There you go. Or you can just get a can. The keychain is one use.
I'll just
Can
get a
is
can.
12.
Yeah, can. Let's get a can.
Range of 3 meters.
It's almost as good as a light pistol.
Well, meters is a little better than feet, I guess, as I was first imagining. But
It is a
not
little
much.
different.
I don't know what does homicide detectives have? Gloves. They would have gloves.
I just love they include the stats for two-handed sword. Like,
Yeah.
when would this
Yep.
occur?
You find an alien sword or something? I don't know.
But then it should just be something really special. This is just 1d12. Once you guys find out your mission, you might refine your list.
What was pepper spray damage?
It doesn't do any damage. It just
Oh, it's just 3 meters.
disrupts
Okay.
the target.
What's the kill radius of a light pistol?
Kill radius.
That's a box.
That is
on here.
a
column.
box.
Is it?
Yeah.
Same with armor piercing, lethality, and kill radius are all not filled in.
Well, you have no lethality.
Wow.
Bullshit.
I mean, that's a special thing. No armor piercing, and no kill radius.
Oh shit.
Kill radius is for like heavy weapons,
Alright.
and lethality. Oh, a smart watch.
Yeah.
You're a smart guy.
Yeah.
Gun sunglasses.
No, just
Sunglasses. She's a smartwatch.
Trench coat in 2019.
Yep.
That's a bold move.
Yep.
What is a contaminant sensor?
So like, if he walks into like some shitty like ghetto building
Mm-hmm.
and it detects like
asbestos?
yeah, it goes beep.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I said I'd own a hazmat suit. Does that seem reasonable?
I mean, it's usually supplied on the job, but you could have one, sure.
It's from personal projects.
Just carries an adrenaline shot.
Yep, in his briefcase. The stuff in the box is in the briefcase.
Okay.
The other stuff's like in his pockets.
Right.
And stuff. Yeah.
Seems all fine to me.
All right.
Just gear. Does a car count as gear?
Probably not.
Card?
Car,
Oh, no.
because it's not on your person.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be on my person.
It's not. You don't have like a
It's not
foldable.
just-
Dude,
it's not
imagine
just
foldable
possessions.
car tech
That's-
where you could just have it in a little.
That's beyond sprawl.
Oh man.
I mean, if you have a car or motorcycle or something, you can declare that to me.
We could see
I'd like a car.
foldable motorcycle tech in our lifetime.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd like Idris Elba's motorcycle.
Yeah, from Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah.
Badass.
I have a car.
Okay, just standard sedan, normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
With 5 nitro tanks.
Alright.
No. Just like a police issued.
Is there unarmored stats for weapon? Like fists, what that does?
What?
What do fists
Well, you know,
do?
unarmed is an option for combat.
Yes.
I wondered if you have like the stats for that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's 1d4 minus 1.
Okay.
There's no.
Special like CQC stuff.
Right.
All right. That's too bad.
I mean, probably somewhere in this book, but I haven't
Yeah.
read a whole lot.
All right. Base range is probably like 1 meter for
Mhm.
that. All right. I think we're ready.
I would also like a car.
I think cars are all granted for us
Yeah.
because we're all successful in our various fields. So.
Yeah, you can all have
Yep.
normal sedans or an SUV if you wish. Or a semi-truck. Alright, I think that's gonna do us.
Do I start with any wounds or ailments?
Yes, you have cancer.
Cancer.
What's the most dangerous man thing in this room?
Nice. Looks like he's just laughing up a storm.
That's not what's happening.
Oh, I know. Someone
Yep.
just died of a heart attack.
That's mid-death Lindell Taylor. Hopefully that won't be for a while.
Alright.
Is it
So-
on TV?
You each get an individual phone call.
Nice.
I'll just explain it all at once because each of the calls are going to be pretty similar. A man introduces himself to you as Agent Carter. and he says that he works for a branch of the government known as Delta Green, and you are officially recruited.
Is there compensation for working Delta Green?
Oh, it's
Generous?
very generous.
Okay. Well, that's all I need to hear.
Delta Green investigates and contains things that should not exist. The paranatural, if you will. You don't need to know much beyond that, but we're going to consider your first mission a trial run. You'll be heading to a small town, Bryersville, Indiana. 3 days ago, a 67-year-old coal miner named George McGillerson submitted a patent for a cold fusion reactor. As Mr. McGillerson is a high school dropout with no scientific background whatsoever, this is pretty odd to say the least.
Where did he submit this to?
The U.S. Patent Office.
Ah, okay.
Now, we have intercepted that patent submission, wiped it from the books, but we suspect something beyond the norm is at play here. So you'll be heading to Bryersville, locate Mr. McGillerson, find out exactly how he gained this knowledge, and find out if anyone else in the town is involved. Once you've finished your investigation, you can call me at this number, gives you a number, from any payphone or landline, and Delta Green will come in to wrap things up.
Will we be working with a team? Will I be working with a team?
There you go. Yes. There will be 2 other individuals that will be meeting you on site. You're to meet at the Greasy Knife. September 17th.
Okay. I don't have to
At
guess
2
the year.
p.m.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, as far as you or anyone else is concerned, Delta Green does not exist.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Find out what's
The dealio. Yeah.
what's weird. Find out if anyone else in town's involved.
Yep.
And then kill everyone in sight. / just call Delta Green. Call the guy on that number. And then Delta Green will wrap shit up.
Okay. Lindell Taylor would probably want to deal with him himself, but he'll have to restrain his instincts.
Secrecy is paramount. Delta Green is capable of covering some things up, but only to a certain degree, so we'll be judging your ability to be discreet while on this mission.
What is the priority on Mr. McGillerson emerging from this incapacitated?
Well,
What if he is dangerous towards our investigation?
you are authorized to defend yourselves. Delta Green always prefers alive over dead, especially if there is information to be gained. But accidents happen. As long as you have a complete understanding of whatever's at play in Bryersville, then a few casualties will not smudge your records too much.
Understood, Mr. Carter.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Peace out, home slice.
Before leaving for the Greasy Knife, I open up my laptop
Yes.
and Google search George McGillerson. Yes.
Okay. You get a lot of Facebook pages.
Okay. I'll narrow the search to Bryersville, Indiana.
You get 0 results.
And not even like high school information or anything.
I'll repeat what I said.
I know he's a high school dropout.
He is 67 years old. He's a coal miner.
Oh, he's 67. Okay, I forgot he was that old.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a small town.
We didn't have the name. Do we have the name of his employer?
Of the coal mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can come up with that.
All right. What'd you think of these, Thomas?
Good.
They're tempting.
Caterpillar Mining
Okay.
Inc.
Are you making smoothies tonight or no?
No.
You can see how Ziggy's mind works sometimes. Okay.
It's a fair question.
Mm-hmm. I've texted my other agents.
No names or numbers were
we don't
provided.
have
I don't text anybody.
So we're meeting for the first time
Yes.
at the Grease
At
Net.
the greasy.
Did we all get similar instructions to him, but separately?
Yes.
We all had that phone call, but as individuals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have any other questions, speak your piece.
I
I'd
have
rather
no
hold
question.
my peace.
Alright. Then if you have nothing to do ahead of time,
I
make
do.
your way to what?
Greasy Net.
Good enough.
I maintain all my bonds briefly.
Okay. They are maxed out.
I work out with my workout partner. I take Chief for a long walk. And make well-intentioned but awkward overtures to my ex. And then that's how he maintains all of his bond.
Perfect.
Okay.
Alright.
And I'll proceed to Bryersville.
Okay. You all make it to Bryersville
Mm-hmm.
right around the 2 o'clock mark. You see, it's definitely a small town, probably population lower 500s.
Lindell Taylor orders a house salad and a glass of water.
At the diner.
Yes.
Okay. The older woman, stains on her on her shirt, takes the order and just sort of. Okay.
Add bacon.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you look around and you mostly see what you'd expect. Small town. A lot of miners. Dirty people.
Hells yeah.
But you do see 2 oddities
Yeah.
that stand out. That would be these 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's too wonderful.
What
Did I
makes-
arrive first?
What makes
Sure,
it
you
stand
are.
out?
So,
Is it my
well, you're not wearing
ethnicity?
dirty clothes,
Okay.
presumably.
Oh yeah.
You don't have a. Well, yeah, your ethnicity will definitely stand out.
What's your ethnicity?
Persian.
Alright then. Yeah.
Lindell Taylor will look up to the 2 of you and neither nod nor just kind of look at you.
Staring you down.
I'll sit down next to him.
Alright. He says, should you be in town on business from a Mr. Carter?
I would.
I'm Lind L. Taylor.
Does he have a heart attack? Grant Hawkins.
I'll walk over and say, "Are you guys here on business from Mr.
Yes, for Mr. Carter, correct?
Oh, yes, yes.
Please join us.
Ahmed Hassan.
Achman Hassan?
Lindell
Ahmed.
Taylor's remembering if he's ever done a background check on this guy. Alright.
He's about to.
Yeah,
Pulls out
right.
his
Yeah,
Close
don't
that
mind
tab.
me. Log into the federal database. Okay. Well, looks like we'll have some information gathering to do. I wasn't able to find anything on this guy from a quick online search.
Doesn't seem to be much of anybody until very recently.
Yeah. When the waitress comes by the next time, I will kindly say, Miss, they still give out phone books in Briarsville?
No, I don't think we've ever had a phone book.
Well, that's alright. The salad is excellent.
Well, glad to hear it.
Okay.
What are you three gentlemen doing in town?
We're here for one of the conventions up in Indianapolis.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, we're just preparing some of our materials. We're going to be exhibitors.
What kind of convention?
Lindell Taylor will spout off knowledge of various conventions Indiana's known to have host.
He'll flex his knowledge,
Yeah.
convention skill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But not any of that nerd shit.
I mean, they have their own like little Comic Con. They've got Gen Con. They've got
It's all
Labor.
nerd
They've
shit.
got Labor Con. They've got so
you
many
can
things.
just
Yeah.
pick a subject matter.
Alright. All right.
To provide.
I'll say nice boring one. Labor Con.
Oh.
Yeah. Manufacturing jobs are still very important in this country. Don't you agree, ma'am?
American made.
Yes.
That's how we believe it. Can I get you two anything?
Take a beer.
Just a coffee, please.
Coming right up.
So
You three are definitely drawing some looks.
yes.
I'm sure.
We won't have this initial meeting last longer than necessary. I will ask for each of your cell phone numbers.
I will be providing them.
Okay. Lindell Taylor sends a group text to confirm that he gets your numbers correctly.
Just a dick. Why did you send this?
I didn't get it.
Good.
Are you sure you entered the right number?
You didn't get the text?
No.
He'll reconfirm the number with you.
Okay. Now I got it. Now I got it.
RPG.
Really,
right.
true to life. True to life, man.
That was
Holy
7.
shit.
That
Yeah,
was a
that-
7.
Perfect.
You get a fate gem for that or whatever. Yeah. All right.
Plus one.
Oh, dude, those famous plus ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we would be best served investigating separately, at least for the first phase of our investigation. We'd cover more ground that way.
Just looking for traces of this.
Yes, I mean,
Carter.
first finding
No.
a.
We work for Mr. Carter, right?
Yes.
That's correct.
And
We're looking for George McGillerson.
George McGrill.
He's the so-called inventor of this fusion reactor. We know he lives somewhere in the town, and that he sent in this patent before it was intercepted by our mutual friends with Mr. Carter.
Alright.
So, I think just zeroing in on his location, finding an address. If we can find other characters who have any peripheral knowledge of him, that would be helpful. We'll assume for now that he's not imminently dangerous, but I hope you all have some form of self-defense.
Of course.
Very good.
Would you find it odd to be having 3 seemingly random people investigating one single man?
Well,
I would have said, if we're doing anything like hiring an investigator or something, we probably could just do one of those.
I don't think we'd want to subcontract any of our duties out. That could compromise the secrecy of the investigation.
Well, I just think if any one person is behind this, that might be doing something. I mean, I don't really know what to think exactly of this, but paranormal, since that is apparently what we're here to investigate.
Well, I think cold fusion reactors are theoretically possible, so
But
we don't need to assume anything's out of the ordinary here.
isn't that what we were hired to kind of assume? Did he not mention that they went into paranormal?
Well, certainly the circumstances are odd, but I don't want to ever make that jump unless I'm convinced otherwise.
Alright, I just think it might look odd when 3 people come to such a small town.
Well, yes, that's why I
to
suggest
investigate separately.
that's why I suggest splitting up for now. We can reconvene, perhaps at an even more discreet location in the future.
Okay.
Are we all staying in hotels?
We will need to secure our own accommodation.
So we traveled from far away to get here.
Yes.
I don't think any of us are from like this area, so
No.
I've already booked accommodations at a Holiday Inn. Seems to be the nicest hotel in the area. Just off the interstate. I can forward you the address, and he gets out his phone and sends it to you.
What a coincidence. I booked at the same hotel.
Oh, very good.
Room 310.
There's no third floor.
Well, it probably has like just about 3 floors.
Yeah.
If it's a normal like Holiday Inn Express
Yeah,
or something.
probably.
Okay.
Seems like the best place to be.
Did you also book at that hotel?
I will be heading over there.
I intend
At a late
block
flight.
party. Block party.
I intend to begin at Mr. McGrillerson's former employment. If any of you wish to accompany me there, you are welcome to. There's still plenty of daylight hours left. However, you're free to go about at your own prerogatives. If that turns up cold, I will probably head to any sort of public library and see if there's any civic records about Mr. McGrillerson. We can touch base again later tonight.
I'm gonna head back to the hotel real quick, or to the hotel real quick. Get myself a room.
Okay. This hotel is not located in Briarsville, of course.
Probably several miles out.
Several miles outside of town, close to the interstate.
Okay.
I'll say I'll go with you to his workplace.
All right.
I have a keen eye for bureaucracy.
May I ask what you do for your main occupation, sir?
I'm a bioresearcher for the CDC.
Okay, I can work with that.
And you?
I work for the FBI.
Oh, okay.
You can just follow my lead if the supervisors there get nosy about why we're asking around. I'll have us covered.
All right.
Okay. Well, Mr.
Hawkins.
We will we'll see you later.
Yep, I will. I'll text you and where I plan on heading after. If you guys are still there or heading elsewhere.
Sounds good. Check, please.
Okay.
All right.
So you and Thomas are heading to.
The Caterpillar Mining, closest one. We'll assume that'll be his former workplace.
Now I'm going to go get a room.
Yep.
Well, the coal mine is pretty easy to spot.
Yeah. It's probably one of the town's largest employers.
Yes.
Yep.
And there is a small building located out in front of it.
Foreman or something might be in there.
It says main office.
Yeah. Okay.
You see several coal miners.
Yep.
Walking into the mine, coming back for a shift, and they give you, of course, some looks.
I will go into the small building.
Do you knock first, or do you head in?
Is it unlocked?
Well, if you try the knob, you find it is unlocked.
Okay. I'll just head inside.
Okay. A harder looking man, in his 40s, gray mustache. Looks a little startled as you pop in.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I apologize for dropping by unannounced. My name is Lindell Taylor, and I approach him and just quick flash a badge.
Your FBI badge.
FBI badge, yes.
You see. Yeah, he definitely looks concerned.
Yeah.
Even more concerned now.
He says, "I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
What's going on?
Nothing as of yet. I was just hoping you could help me obtain some information."
Information about what?
Do you keep records of all of your employees, sir?
Of course.
I'm trying to understand as much as I can about a Mr. George McGrillerson, if you'd be so kind as to look that name up for me. If that name isn't familiar to you already.
He sort of shifts and leans forward. Well, of course I know George. I know all my miners.
Is George still an employee here, sir?
As far as I know, hasn't been into work in a couple days, but
He has not been terminated by the company then.
why would he?
For the absences.
Well, he's getting up there in age. We don't cut him off that quickly in Briarsville.
So it's safe to say up until now, he's been a consistent, reliable employee for the most part.
Yeah, I would say so. What is this? Why is George interesting the FBI?
Well, it could be nothing, but I am going to need his address from you.
Sure. Sure, I can get that.
An alien popping over his head.
Yeah.
With a machine gun.
He pulls open some drawers and riffles through some files. Pulls out one. You can see a picture of George in the file.
Okay.
Typical 67-year-old man
Yep.
that's been having a hard life.
Yep.
So, okay, and he provides the address for you.
I note the information
Okay.
and take a picture of his face with my smartphone.
He sort of shuts it pretty quickly as you do that, but
Okay.
you get a
Yeah.
okay picture.
Yep. Okay. He says, well, thank you, sir. Again, it's quite possible that there's nothing the matter here, but it is important that I obtain this information, and your cooperation's been noted.
Always glad to help the U.S. government.
Yeah. What do you think of the Colts' prospects this year?
Same as always.
Okay.
That's more of a DM response.
Yeah, I know.
A coal miner's response.
Yeah. All right. I lean over to my colleague and say, "Did you want to go down into the mines?"
Not particularly.
Say that night, kind of discreetly.
That question ever been yes?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not here.
Okay. We could consider coming back later.
Why,
and
why do you want to get in the lines?
thank you again, sir. And I take him out of the building.
Okay.
I say, it's theoretical. I wonder if he found something in the mines that was a springboard for his cold fusion reactor.
Yes.
I was thinking, if our leads turn cold, we could consider a trip here later.
If we don't discover anything more promising.
Yes. All right. I have his address.
You do.
Okay. I will return to my automobile.
Okay.
Get into the driver's seat.
Yep. Drive through the foreman's office.
Kill him. No, he knows my name. All right.
Get his uniform.
Yeah, that's a good way to get his uniform.
Then we can
His
direct.
blood-stained, smushed uniform.
You can direct
Just-
the miners to take his.
Just
route.
put his name tag. I am the foreman now.
That's what all name tags say.
That's
Oh
all
my
that matters.
God.
Foreman.
They'll follow you.
Mine says, I am the general manager.
All right.
That's it.
Name tag.
Okay. I want to kind of sit in my car,
Mm-hmm.
maybe roll down the window, just kind of be nice and relaxed there. See if there's anyone who looks curious. Like you said, we were getting a lot of looks like everywhere we go. Anyone who looks curious but not necessarily like frightened. Just want to do some face reading here if there's any miners hanging about.
There really isn't. It's
No.
in the middle of a shift.
Okay, that's fine.
Looking at miners.
I'm gonna drive away.
Okay.
Attempt to
Okay,
drive
well,
away. Okay, yeah.
They stay the same age.
Gotta love the miners.
Studs, you get a room.
Nice.
Of course, it's not too booked.
Not way out here.
Not only when Gen Con's happening.
Okay.
then every hotel is booked.
Yeah, I'm sure the rates are quite reasonable.
Yeah.
I want to look up online the patent for this reactor.
It
Not fine.
has been scrubbed.
Yeah.
They told
Oh.
me
You
that.
would have had to have begged Agent Carter for access to that.
Can I do like the cached page or something?
No, they're better than that.
Oh,
He did tell you that as far as they could determine, it was legitimate, and some of their researchers were planning to utilize it in some of their facilities.
okay. Not knowing that it's gonna let some alien thing into the.
Maybe.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure.
Is Carter seeking to understand that he already has it now, but he took it off the market?
Yes, they removed the
They're
patent.
they're more concerned about how the hell he like figured this
Okay.
out,
Alright.
and yeah.
I will text the group, be like, got my room. What's the next step?
I try to find a moment to safely respond or instruct the doctor to respond to him because I'm driving right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Lindell Taylor would not violate the law.
Right.
That we were thinking about driving past his address and seeing if we spotted anything immediately unusual. I did obtain the address from his work site.
Alright. I'll head to the library. I'll
Okay.
text it.
Okay. There's not a proper library. It's basically part of the public school.
Nice. More
Or
minors.
Yep.
There you go.
Whole. I own his minors.
What a dream. Okay.
You're gonna need a visitor's pass.
Probably. It's in the middle of the week too.
Yeah, it's like a school day.
Pause and say,
It is, yeah. School's in session.
It's probably getting
"Not
out
any
soon. though.
closer."
You're not there. You're with him.
We're in the car.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was putting his address into my GPS and driving us
Oh
over
yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah.
a very good lead.
Mhm,
His
yep.
address. Yeah. Alright, see what a man eats.
Well, I will go to the library.
See where he
Okay, you
takes
can
his
head to the
meals.
school.
Yep.
Then we can take his meal.
Doors are unlocked.
Like all schools nowadays.
Yep. You hear murmured sounds of a couple teachers giving lectures. There is a front office, and there is some signs that could direct you to the library.
I will go to the front office first.
Okay. There's an older woman sitting at a desk. Hello.
Hello.
New in town.
Yes. I was just going to say I was not from around here. I'm trying to find an old friend of my father's. It's kind of a reuniting like birthday gift to him. They haven't
Father
talked in a
lived
while.
here?
He lived in Indiana.
Okay. And who was your father's friend?
I forgot his name, but
I can give it to you.
yeah,
George Gillerson.
George McGillerson.
Ah, George.
Oh, you know of him.
Of course.
Perfect. I was hoping maybe I could use the library to get his maybe address and go
We have his
visit the
address,
man in
yeah.
person.
Oh, I can give you his address. He lives down on Oak Street. In the apartment there, 2C.
2C. Well, do you mind if I use the library? Check on a few other things. while I'm
Feel
here?
free, dearie.
All right, I appreciate it. I doubt this is going to have any type of records at all, since it's a freaking school library.
What kind of records?
I was gonna look at maybe like if he lived anywhere else before this, or if he like recently moved. But
How much time do you want to spend?
Well, I don't really know if I'm needed for their drive-by, so.
Drive-by.
It's gonna be a drive-by.
I don't know. Let's do like 30 minutes.
Okay. They took out library use, huh?
They've got.
Suck it. I get it for free.
Never. What do they have in place?
History could be kind of.
That would be lame. Just give me an intelligence times 5.
How do I do this again?
So it's a D100. You're trying to roll under the number. So ideally use a percentile dice.
Or just tell you which one.
If I can trust you.
I have a percentile dice. What am I rolling?
Intelligence times 5.
Easy peasy. I got a 7.
Nice.
Incredible.
So.
You laser focus in on this small library and find the records for George McGillerson.
Nice.
He was born in Briarsville.
Of course he was.
67 years ago. He was married in Briarsville when he was 27. And his wife passed 7 years ago in Briarsville. Whether or not he took any trips or anything like that is not going to be documented.
No, I wouldn't imagine.
Okay. As for the drive-by.
Yep.
So, like I said, he lives in a small apartment complex in Briarsville.
In case you're wondering.
Probably along with many other miners. Yeah. You know that he lives in 2C.
Yep.
But other than that, a drive-by will not tell you a whole lot.
Okay. I'm gonna park the car. Is there a parking lot for the apartment?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna park there.
Okay. You have the nicest car in the parking lot.
Okay. Are the exterior like units visibly labeled? Like, do I see any indication of like signs on doors or anything like that? Is it an apartment where there's doors on on exterior access, or do I have to go in?
There's a fire escape,
Okay.
but you wouldn't be able to tell from outside which one is 2C.
Okay. Well, I was expecting something a bit larger for him to be doing this kind of research. I'm remarking to the doctor here.
That's you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't add up.
To think he's able to figure that all out in his little apartment there.
I mean, doesn't add up. Should sum up the whole campaign.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Otherwise, what the hell would he be here?
Well,
He's got a whole laboratory.
Modern investigation RPG.
now we know he's not at work, or very likely not at work. I don't think his foreman would have any reason to lie to us about him not being there. Now,
Is he in can we see him?
well, we'd find out if we,
If we approach?
yeah, but we.
How is there no notice?
Awareness? Or is it alertness maybe?
Alertness?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Alright. You guys can both roll an alertness.
You are dead.
I'm not very alert.
You just rolled a 7 before.
There's a cold fusion gun pointed at your heads right now.
Jeez, we suck.
Badass.
You even notice.
I rolled a 46
I
out
miss.
of 70.
You miss? Oh, you don't have alertness.
48 out of 10.
Okay.
20.
Lindell Taylor.
Yes, his energy pills are kicking in.
You see 3 separate pairs of eyes looking at you from different windows in the apartment complex.
Are we
Does
still in the
anybody
car?
around here fucking work?
Are we still in the car? Or are we on foot?
Yeah, we're sitting in our car right now.
They're looking at us already.
It's like a fortress in there.
There's no way in.
It is. I'm
No
thinking
way
raid
in, no way
mentality.
out.
Just seeing that.
They're
Yeah,
probably
there's
all
2 guns.
working together.
They're all working just
I need-
because people are staring at a car that
clearance.
stopped out.
I need clearance for a drone strike on this apartment. Oh my god.
Our first mission.
We
Yeah.
should.
The only thing you
Get
can do
reinforcements.
that has the FBI involved is flash your badge at people.
Yeah. Right in their face.
And I can't even do
Nice
that.
and close.
No.
All right.
Like NYPD, open up.
Well, normally I work either as an individual agent, sometimes in team operations. I would like to work as a team unit here and not act only by my own compulsions. So, as of right now, do you have any theories, Doctor?
That's all he's got.
I suspect we're gonna go up there and he's gonna be missing
I'm gonna rip
altogether.
out my character sheet.
But
If he is, that would not be unhelpful. It would allow us an opportunity to search his apartment.
do we have a way to get in? If he doesn't
Well-
answer the door.
I can use my my status as law enforcement, although I don't want to continually lean on that. I don't need my bureau chief talking to me about using my authority for investigations outside the scope of the FBI. As far as I understand, they don't really cooperate much with Mr. Carter's agency, apart from maybe the very higher ups being aware of the connection. But
Outside of game, I believe no one's familiar with it. Except
well,
for people
as
in
far as we know.
The higher ups.
Yeah, like I'm
The
sure the
government,
president of the United States knows
Yeah.
about it. I'm sure the director of the
FBI,
FBI.
yeah.
But again, Lindell Taylor doesn't want to always just flash his badge to try and do everything.
So like if
exactly.
shit went down, eventually you'd be cleared, but
Well,
might take-
hope-
might take a
hopefully,
while.
I mean, if we're brand new agents, they might not,
no.
avow any knowledge of our.
Lindell Taylor could easily be removed from the FBI.
Yeah.
Irrevocably.
Yep. So.
And Delta Green might still employ you, but it wouldn't be a regular job.
No. Well, we
Unless
could
we're
come
going
back with the
in
guys. We could.
What's our story? Should we get miners' uniforms? Just be like, hey, we're here. Where's buddies?
That's an option. A
Maybe
different
we could-
vehicle
We
would
could
be.
take the bus here or something.
Yeah. I'll drive away for now. Go back to the hotel.
Okay.
Yep. I know Suds is doing his library research, or did that conclude?
It's concluded as of now, but I don't know if it lines up perfectly with your drive.
Yeah.
It depends on what you're planning.
The best thing would be if we could find out where like all the guys like to go after work to like drink. Because
Local watering hole.
I mean, his supervisor can tell us some things about him, but one of his co-miners would be better at that.
And
So-
you know what?
Let's don asshole clothes and
Okay.
get out of our
While
normal.
we're getting dressed in adjacent hotel
Yeah.
rooms, I'm gonna say
Jason, you really getting in on this hotel thing.
Oh, what a coincidence. Same floor.
Oh, 309,
Yeah.
hey, 310.
I actually think looking in the mine isn't a half bad idea. One of my specialties is geology.
Nice.
I might be able to look at those rocks and be like,
Midnight mine run.
this
Yep.
isn't consistent with the time period. Something like that.
Okay. Well, after the bar, we go to the mine.
Okay. Okay.
So we're changing into street clothes.
Yep, and I'm gonna Google search the closest tavern or pub next to the mining area.
There is like one, really.
Perfect.
That's what we
There's a
want.
Blucky's,
What?
which is rated 1 star.
Perfect. We're gonna go get Blucky tonight.
But it's out of
What?
one.
Yeah.
That's not really where people go. The
Okay.
main bar in Ryersville is called Bill's.
Bills. All right.
At least if there's one.
Yeah, because you don't regard
I put on.
anything.
All right.
There's two, but no one goes to
Oh.
Bucky's.
Yeah,
So there's
Lindell
only
Taylor.
one.
It might be abandoned.
Lindell Taylor puts on denim jeans and a long sleeve flannel shirt.
All right.
middle of September in Indiana? Is this like southern?
I mean,
part of Indiana?
if he's hot, he'll do like a
Cut the
polo.
sleeves off.
Yeah.
In the middle of the bar.
No, this will be before.
Yeah, we'll just.
I have some change of clothes back at the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just go in regular street clothes. I'm not going to have my Kevlar or my gun on me. Just
Alright.
the knife.
Okay.
Just
Just
to
the
save
strings,
you
yeah.
right on down to Bill's.
Yep.
Okay.
Not to Blockies.
Oh,
I'm just gonna wear my hazmat
Um,
suit so these
he'll
peons don't sneeze
Lindell
on me.
Taylor will also take like a "Make America Great Again" hat and put it on so that
God.
he doesn't have like his nicely like his nice hair. No, now he looks a little bit more believable. So.
What a transformation.
Yep, I know.
Burn that hat.
Not in Indiana.
It's
For-
not in
for the
southern
cover.
Indiana.
Not you.
No.
Alright. Bill's definitely seems lively this time of night.
Okay.
Hear sounds and music playing.
Yep. I want to find just some open spots to sit down, order a couple of beers.
Okay. Of course, again, you attract plenty of looks.
Still?
We're still from out of town.
It's a small town. they
Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah.
They don't know you.
I'll order a whiskey on the rocks. That's a man drink.
Alright. There's a fetching young girl.
Is the foreman here?
Yes.
What the hell is he doing here? He shouldn't be here with.
He's not allowed?
No!
It's a bar in a small town in Indiana.
He knows me.
He's like, well, you look different.
He's looking.
Is he looking right at me?
And the waitress from the diner is here.
Wow. The old woman.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll just drink my beer.
The old woman is fine because you said we were here for labor con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just look more labor.
Yeah, now we slipped out of our meeting
Slip
clothes,
roles
yeah.
From recruiter to recruitee.
As one does.
Okay.
She might wonder why you haven't gone to Indianapolis, but
Yeah. They just one night in
Middle of the
in
week,
here.
middle of the
it is,
week.
yeah.
yeah.
Car broke
Yeah.
down.
Closest hotel.
It's unusual to say the least, but
Well, the
she
17th is
won't
a
shoot
Tuesday.
you or anything.
17th is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Most conventions start around like Wednesday or
we're
Thursday.
still
So yeah,
preparing.
we're on our approach. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. What does everyone else order?
I'll just say the beer.
Sean said
Taylor.
a beer.
Yep.
He said a beer already.
Oh, okay. Alright. Drinks are, I wouldn't say promptly served, but eventually. And you see the foreman begin strutting over, carrying a beer.
Okay.
Of course. Everybody clap your hands.
I'll just keep drinking my beer, and if he like sits right next to me, I'll acknowledge him and give him a friendly nod.
Alright, he doesn't sit, but
Okay.
he looks at you and says, hey there,
Seems like a good place.
how did things go with George? Everything alright?
I kind of lean towards him and say, "It's still ongoing, but I think everything's going to pan out without too much excitement. I'm afraid."
You know, George is he's a good guy.
Uh,
A lot of people care about him in this town, so to hear the FBI poking around, it's a little concerning.
well, I hope you'd have more faith in your federal government that it's for your own safety, benefit.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
I just kind of play with my hat a little bit, fix,
Fix it up.
yeah, and say,
Lift it up. Pull your hair back.
he says, "Now I know you think well of George, and that's good. I mean, I know you're a good judge of character in the workers you bring on, but just while we're at it here, I mean, you wouldn't have any reason to think he'd be in trouble or anything like that. I mean, that could help make this whole process go faster for all of us. no strange behavior at work or anything?
No, Briar's Mill is pretty boring all around.
Can I try humans to make sure there's
Yes,
nothing
you can.
beyond that? Alright. Nope, I failed. 84.
Briarville seems boring.
Okay.
So what is it you mine?
Coal. You knew that.
Yep.
It's a coal mine.
Black
And it's a good thing we still got those industries going.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, I'll leave you to your drinks, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Enjoy the evening.
You as well.
You got a favorite draft beer around here? Any local brews?
There's a couple local brews I could recommend.
I'd be curious.
Okay, he recommends some.
Okay.
They're just not IPAs.
Yeah.
That's all he knows.
Lindell Taylor will buy 2 of those.
All right.
One for himself, and you said there's like an attractive lady here as well.
She was the waitress.
Yeah, the waitress.
Oh, at the okay.
No, the server of the bar.
Okay. Then he'll just put both drinks in front of him. He's got 2 more.
Looking for.
Yeah, I'm gonna be intoxicated. Okay.
Stumbling through the mines. Drunk.
Yep.
Okay.
Is there a pool table here?
Are there any miners?
If I roll 4 or higher, there's a pool table.
Nope.
No.
No. Damn.
Sorry.
Darts?
Yeah.
There you
I'll
go.
give you
There we
darts.
go. Alright.
We can challenge a miner to a game of darts.
Are there people playing darts
Gain
right
his
now?
trust.
There's a couple miners.
I'll walk up with my drink in hand.
All
Be
right.
like, you guys want to play a game of cricket with me and my pals? I'll point over to these men.
What are the stakes?
Drinks on us if you win. Drinks on you if we win.
All right. They call over another one of their pals,
Okay.
Bobby,
Bobby O'Shea.
and the game will commence.
Oh,
So we're going to be doing dexterity checks.
I'm exceptional. My hands pulse with dexterity.
Okay.
So dex times 5. I'll give them 55 each. Pretty average.
Above me.
And whichever team gets more successes is the victor.
Failure.
No. Failure.
Fuck.
They got a
I
23.
think we can just end it there. We've all failed.
Well, let's see what they do. Oh, 23 is pretty good.
23, a
Holy
4,
shit.
Good. He's getting all
Same.
his good rolls out of the way.
and a 68.
Alright, well, they won.
Bobby.
That's
Bobby's a little
The
too
ace.
drunk.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
he was a 68.
I picture them like pulling over like one of those world championship of darts guys.
I'm like
It
just
looks like
standing
Guy
there with my
Fieri.
2 beers I just bought and say, well, first one's for you, and I'll just hand one to him because they clearly beat
Yeah.
us. So, alright, so I'll hand him one of the beers.
So you guys work at the mines as well as it seems like most of these folks?
That's right. There's a coal mine in town. How about you? You look new.
We're just in town for that convention.
LaborCon.
Yeah, LaborCon
Yeah.
up in Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Thought that was until October.
No,
That was last year. This year is September.
I work steel up in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
How's that industry doing?
You know, with the tariffs and all, it's could be better, but still a job, you know. Yeah. He says, now you know, this thing sort of comes to mind now because you know we're gonna be. They have like the talking points about it later this weekend, but you know I just want to look out for my fellow working man and make sure that you guys have all safe working conditions and stuff. I mean, the assembly plant's a little bit different from a mine, but you haven't had any problems there lately, like with the conditions or anything.
very quickly share glances with one another.
Okay.
You definitely notice. The main guy that's been talking to you says,
Yeah.
well, there was an unfortunate accident a couple weeks ago, actually.
And now listen, man. I'm not like a labor representative or anything, but I can maybe get you hooked up with one. But the more you can share, the more I might be able to help out. So, hey, like I said, drinks are on this guy over here. So, if you wouldn't mind sharing with us.
I mean, the Caterpillar company, they know about it, and they shut down the mine for a few days.
Oh wow, the whole mine. Wow.
It was pretty bad. One of our younger guys fell down a mine shaft. We we had a big funeral in the town.
Yeah.
Everyone gathered, but
Can't imagine that sort of thing happens too often.
not since I've been working there. Good
Is it,
kid too, 24.
you know, what's your name, sir? I'm John.
Mike.
Mike, is that sort of thing something you'd say would be kind of easy to happen? You know, if someone's not being careful, or is it bad lighting in there? I mean, that's the sort of things that's on your employer to make sure that it's safe in there to work.
Well, if I can be honest,
You can.
You must.
one of those things that only happens deliberately.
I see.
Now, I don't know. I don't want to say too much of the dead or anything, but
Right.
he was a little loopy before he fell.
But as far as, those bigwigs at Caterpillar and everything else are concerned, this isn't like a homicide investigation or anything like that. No,
It's
okay.
an unfortunate accident. It's never happened before, so
Yeah.
hopefully never again.
You said he was acting loopy. Like, was he always loopy?
Yeah, I mean, are there like fumes in that mine that kind of get to your head by the end of the day? I mean, hell, I even feel a little lightheaded in the heat of the blast furnace, over at the steel plant. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to admit to that. I mean, we all feel a little. This beer's making me buzz right now.
I don't know. I think I might have said enough already.
Oh, don't worry about it, brother. It's you enjoy your evening.
You too.
All right. Got some good intel here.
Yeah.
Did he ever say the name of the kid who died?
No.
But he said there was a big funeral.
Yeah.
We should be. I think we should be able to figure out the
Check
name
the
of the person.
obituary.
Yeah, we can probably just figure
Yeah.
it out real soon.
You can all roll alertness after that.
Okay.
No way Studs failed this.
18 out of 70.
4 out of 80.
Nice.
Whoa.
We are alerted.
How about you?
95 out of 20.
He's never going to know.
You're the one who gets the beer bottle over his head.
In our defense, you're an FBI. I'm homicide.
I know, yeah, dude,
and he's
yeah.
just a chemist.
Okay.
Not used to this.
All right.
You two notice as you go back to your table. You see the foreman go over to Mike, and he's like gripping his arm a little tight, and you can tell he's like angrily whispering in his ear.
Well, I kind of just lightly tap our unaware guy, and then kind of
Staring at his drink.
hey, get a load of this.
It means a lot more to you than it means to me because I don't know that he knows that you're. Oh yeah, I would because we just had the conversation that you're FBI.
Now, Lindell Taylor, he's getting really dangerous now. He's thinking about going into his all black suit and just following after the foreman when he drives
Trench coat.
The foreman must be in on this. He
Yeah,
knows
right.
more.
No, he's thinking we've got lots of good options now.
So
my
too much.
thought process was that he was angry because he was speaking to an FBI agent.
Right, or it could just be, he doesn't want the company to be in, legal trouble or under formal investigation, so he's chewing them out. All right, let's get out of here.
Hired.
Okay.
Did we all take one car here?
As you step out,
Okay.
you hear and see a pretty large explosion coming from
The coal plant?
in the town.
Well, I am a law enforcement official, so I'm duty bound to rush to the scene. I will get in my car and drive there aggressively.
I follow. I don't have jurisdiction, but
Yep.
it's also part of my duty.
Yep.
I've got nothing to do.
All right.
I got
That was the descending
Yeah.
nature there. I mean, okay.
I have nothing to
It's not
do.
going to take you long to get over
Nope.
there. It seems that a home exploded. There is not much left of it. Falling boards sort of hit your car as you were driving over.
Son of a bitch.
It's a rental.
You drove towards an explosion.
But it happened like.
They fly, man.
All right. Well.
And obviously a lot of people are now gathering.
Yeah. Well. I'll call 911 to the scene.
Okay.
I don't recognize it as the apartment building that I visited earlier, do I?
No, this was like, not a shack, but a step up from that. But it was like a standalone house.
Okay.
Where would the closest 911 be? I guess there's another town.
Okay.
Further up the interstate.
Yeah.
Hope, Indiana.
Okay.
But Briarsville does have a volunteer fire department,
Okay.
so they will be
All
the
right.
first responders.
Okay. Do I see anyone staggering from the explosion or like anybody on
You
scene?
can roll an alertness.
It's too bad that you don't want to roll high in this game.
No, you blew it on the form.
I blew the form.
Yeah. You don't notice anything odd. There is a lot of people now, and you hear one guy yell in your direction, "What did you do?"
I want to identify the source of the voice.
I'll silence it.
Well, nope, just identify it and
Okay, your best guess is it came from like a 30-some-year-old man.
is he like, was it like from like this big crowd or something?
Yeah, there's a crowd.
Okay. I'll just shrug it off and just keep looking around.
Okay.
Do I see? Is anyone like running away? No.
No.
Okay.
There's a lot of whispering going on now.
Sure. Is the fire department here?
They finally arrive
Okay.
in like a converted station wagon. With like buckets of water. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay. So they'll just help the structure collapse on itself
Basically,
by like
yeah,
throwing.
they
Okay.
want it just a clean burn,
All right.
making sure it doesn't catch on anything else.
Okay. Is that old lady from the diner here?
The people from the bar
A lot
are
of them.
finally making their way
Yeah.
over. It was a bit of a longer trip.
Okay. I'll probably just ask somebody if they knew who lived there.
Well, it was abandoned actually. It was
Oh.
lived there for a few years, so I don't know what could have caused this. It's not like there was gas lines running to
Yeah.
it anymore.
Just a freak of nature, one of a kind incident, huh?
Seems that way.
Yeah. Tough luck.
Maybe some vandals.
Could be maybe some teenagers, but that was some serious firepower.
All right. I want to drive back to the hotel.
Okay.
I want to do a systematic weaving pattern, though, just on the route back, not deviating more than 1 minute out of the way in any one direction, looking for similarly dilapidated structures of any kind. Obviously abandoned structures.
Okay.
Yeah.
You find one.
Okay, I stopped there.
All right.
I say, there could be something very large in play right now. Gillerson could have proxy laboratories set up all throughout the town, as far as we know. It looks like he has plenty of fertile ground here with these homeless or abandoned structures here.
You think he's got You think he's a mastermind?
I'm not ruling anything out at this point. We have very little to go off of. I was going to investigate.
He was worked at the mines his whole life.
Yes, and he's a high school dropout,
Yep.
but that's why we have to, I think, cover every ground as a possibility, because the scenario that we are given is so unlikely to begin with. None of us here even comprehend how to begin.
I need someone to
cold
cover
fusion.
me.
Cover you?
Yes, I'm going to investigate this property at random.
So you just need someone to keep a lookout?
Yep, just to watch my back.
Alright.
Okay.
I can handle that.
Okay. Lindell Taylor puts on his sunglasses.
Gun glasses?
Yep.
Gun glasses?
He takes his hat and reverses it, puts his collar up, and draws a service weapon.
As you enter?
As I prepare to enter, yes.
Okay.
Gillerson is hunched over a bomb.
You wish. It's dark in here.
Okay.
It is nighttime. Do you have a flashlight?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to look. Is it just a solid wood doors or any kind of opening or window?
There are broken windows,
Alright.
doors.
I want to look through before entering the building.
Yeah, it looks like a former home. A lot of graffiti. A lot of insects, cobwebs.
Is there a point of entry that wouldn't even require the door, like through one of the broken windows?
I mean, the door is not even really on its hinges.
Alright. I'm going to cautiously enter the building, taking note to scan corners quickly upon entering new rooms.
Okay.
The flashlight
Yeah,
gun
I know.
method. Okay, yeah.
Alright. It seems deathly quiet in here.
Okay. I want to just go through the building.
Studs, you can roll an alertness.
I failed.
Okay.
Fucking 96.
As the drone strike comes.
Yeah.
So far it seems to be completely empty.
Okay. Is it just one floor, or is there a sub-level and upstairs?
Are we gonna die?
Doing that?
What
Is it the fridge that does that?
No, that's the echo, I think.
Oh. So let's
Doesn't look like it's connected.
Better be.
That's
Flashing.
the SCP stuff's happening
That's
here
true.
now too.
No, single story. That's
Okay.
it. So just a small abandoned home.
Okay. Wait at the entry to the home. Go to the door.
Of course.
Okay. I'm gonna search one more time. Everything I looked at already. If it takes me another minute, that's fine.
Yeah, nothing changed.
Okay. No artifacts of any interest. Okay. I leave the building.
Now you can roll an alertness.
13 out of 70.
Okay. There is someone watching you from an alley across the street.
Okay.
Is he humanoid?
This is not the time
Hard
for
to
questions,
tell.
Thomas.
It's dark. He's sort of hiding.
I'm gonna put like one hand in my pocket and walk casually. In a sideway peripheral way to the alley. So like, if here's the alley and here's the house, I want to be like walking this way.
Okay.
And then the moment I get parallel to the alley, I want to turn 90 degrees and sprint towards where I saw the guy.
All right. You can tell as you're approaching that point
Yeah.
that whatever the figure is, they're trying to stay deathly quiet, just completely still.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you turn, it just starts running.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to pursue.
Let's do it.
I follow after.
Nice.
Let's do just athletics.
Yes.
Let's do that.
All right.
Following after, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to succeed. I'm relying on.
You succeeded.
I succeeded.
You're gonna pass ahead of me because I failed.
I got a 26 out of 30.
Okay. The target also failed,
Okay.
so it's not gonna be. He's not gonna be too far ahead of you.
All right.
When he catches up. You catch up on the other end of the alley, out in the street.
Yep.
You will see that the target is a teenage boy with a backpack on.
You're closer. It's up to you.
Hey!
I just grab him by the arm. I was like, why are you watching us? That's your curfew.
There's no curfew. Fuck you, G-man.
It's always a curfew.
So by restraining him, do I catch up?
Yeah.
Okay. Easy there, son. We're here on official business. You don't want to get in trouble now, do you? Alright. Remove your backpack.
I'll get inside it.
I see you. Why should I?
Well, we can handle this back at the station, if you prefer.
What station?
Look, we're trying to help the people of this town, okay?
He doesn't
You saw
wanna
that
flash
explosion
the-
earlier? Something's not right here, and you might be able to help us.
I should cry for help because two strange men are grabbing me.
Try that and see what happens. And I pulled him up by his collar.
Alright, let's see. Is there an intimidate? God, they removed like every skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would that be?
I guess we'll just do persuade.
Thank you.
Thank
I'll
you.
give
Thank you.
I'll give you plus 10%.
All right.
Persuade. Because he did see your gun.
Yeah. All right. Success.
All right.
Great success.
All right.
Now, is there anything in here that I shouldn't, you don't want me to find? Best tell me about it now.
You could say that.
All right. I look in there with my flashlight.
Okay. You find a small bag of marijuana,
Okay.
and you find what seems to be improvised explosive device.
Okay. We're not gonna sweat. We're not gonna sweat
Put the
this stuff.
explosive devices.
Sweat
Put
that,
that
put
in
that-
there.
That marinara.
Going to jail for a long
Yeah.
time.
All right.
You can have
Right.
these explosives back.
All right. Exhibit 1A. I show you the marijuana bag. Now we don't have to worry about that kid, but I'm gonna need to find out what this is doing in there, and I'll just kind of show, like, he's got that.
I didn't even think it would work. All right.
So you're. It's possible to say that you were, if we do an analysis of this explosive, that it might add up to what brought down that other house earlier this evening.
Maybe.
Okay, now this is some serious stuff adding up to your sheet, kid. But depending on what you know, we can make this all go away. You go your way, and we'll go our way. But we're trying to get to the bottom of this this gentleman who died at the coal mine recently. Maybe you went to his funeral.
Greg?
Yes, Greg. You know anything about that? Hoping to work at the coal mine yourself one day?
Fuck that.
No.
They'll kill me.
While this is going on, can I take a closer look at this explosive device he has?
You can.
Yeah, you've got his backpack.
What it kind of looks like.
If you have chemistry knowledge at all.
I have no knowledge of chemistry.
Thomas,
Could I show up to the scene?
I thought you were there.
Okay, good.
There,
Even better.
you are there.
Okay,
I'm
there.
The DM thinking you're there is the same as you being
Okay.
being there. Yes. Yep.
Good.
I don't know where else you
Right.
have been, but
I don't know. So could I take a look at the explosive?
Yeah.
Yes, you can roll.
No, analyze it. But I don't succeed.
Okay.
That doesn't tell you nothing though.
Okay, it's 80, 89
this-
out of 70.
You don't know exactly what chemicals and composition he used to make this device, this bomb, but you know it's far more advanced than likely
That's
any 17-year-old
What I wanted to know.
would be capable of outside of like a prodigy.
That's what I wanted to know. That's the only thing I wanted to know. So
Did we ask
That
him where he
helps.
got it from?
no,
We haven't asked
so
him
we
anything
haven't asked him that. But
about this one.
Where'd you get this from?
I made it.
how do you know how
It's
to
pretty
make something
impressive
like
stuff, kid. You have a bright future ahead of you.
You don't?
I said I'm a professional bioresearcher. I have a PhD in chemistry, and this is advanced.
Dumbass, more like.
Look, I know you didn't make this,
I
so
made
why don't
it.
you just
I'll
tell
make
me?
you another one.
Well, I would love to see that.
You show us where you're making these and how you're doing it. I give you my word. We'll forget about all this other stuff tonight.
You serious?
Yes, I am, young man.
Alright. We have to be quiet. My mom's asleep.
Okay, we can be quiet.
Okay.
He's super.
Do you let him go?
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna hang on to the backpack.
We're
It's
gonna hold his
collateral.
hands.
But yeah, we won't. We won't.
Yeah,
I
well,
won't
he
be
crosses
holding your
the street.
shoulder or anything.
Still
like
minor.
That. Yeah.
Safety first.
I'm sure he wants his backpack back.
Yeah, but he's not getting it.
All right, you're right.
Okay. I mean, he wants the weed back for sure.
Well, we'll carry through on the deal.
Alright. He leads you down the street.
Just
Yep.
respond with what weed? I don't.
Down several streets. Up to a house.
Okay.
And he opens the side door. Slowly, he's trying to be
Yeah.
quiet.
Yep.
Alright. Going into the basement.
Okay. I take my shoes off.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I keep them on.
Don't have
I
to
stay
do that.
strapped with my shoes.
Okay.
Not that polite.
No, I was doing it for quiet more than that.
Or if we have to flee out of the window.
I want my
Not
shoes
the
on.
last
Okay.
I want my shoes on.
You
at all
want to be
times.
John McClane. Alright. He takes you down into the basement, flicks on a light. It looks like a makeshift chemistry lab.
Okay.
You see strewn about are a bunch of like household chemicals, cleaning agents, things like that. Nothing that would be outlandish or in like little test tubes or nothing like
All right.
that.
Yep.
You're like, alright, it's pretty simple to make. And he starts just grabbing all sorts of stuff and just measuring out exactly.
Prodigy style.
Prodigy style, yes.
Yeah.
And he begins mixing and lighting little with like a Bic lighter and stuff.
Okay.
So like,
Before he finishes, I want to stop him though.
you're gonna stop him.
Yeah, 'cause he doesn't want to make any more.
Yeah, I don't want
bombs.
to make him more bombs, so I'm going to stop him beforehand.
Yeah, you've convinced us,
yeah,
kiddo.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Okay, we get it. You've made it yourself.
You've showed us where you make it.
You could probably carry it through to the end at this point.
All right.
Have I learned enough from watching the process? Like, does it make sense to me, or is it like,
It does.
oh, that's
It's
really clever?
It's
or-
really clever, yes.
Okay.
You might be able to improve your skill a little bit by watching.
How did you learn how to do this?
I can't tell you.
Well, if you
Show
don't
me.
want anyone else to know about this, you have
Hey, that
no
wasn't
choice.
the agreement. I showed you how to make it.
You know. Okay. I will. What
That
if
was
we
the
say?
overkill.
What if we change the question? How long have you known how to do this? That doesn't give anything away. You can tell us that. Let's see.
A few days.
A few days. Okay.
Now,
Did you buy all this from Walmart?
I mean, I found it.
Okay.
Now, when you first learned how to make this, I'm not going to ask you who taught you, but were you by any chance around the mines?
And now just think of this, kid. If we find out just enough, my team and I, that'll prevent a whole government fuck down of your town here And that's not going to be good for anybody.
Yeah.
And as much as I want to be able to keep my word, if things escalate to a certain point, I won't be able to do that, professionally speaking. So, you've been doing great. And I think you have a bright future ahead of you. I mean, this is fantastic. So, can you just help us out a little bit more here? It's going to work out best for everybody in the end that way.
Give me the weed and I'll tell you.
I'll toss him the bag.
Yeah, near the mines.
I wanna keep in mind though, if there's any more explosions, then our deal's broken.
All right.
Yeah, put a freeze on that ship for now. Just concentrate on using this stuff for good. I mean, you could probably invent something that'll help a lot of people and make you some money as opposed to blowing up some shacks no one gives a crap about.
All right, I'll think about it.
Get a nicer place for your mother.
So
All right.
you said near the mines. Did someone show you it? Or
You'll have to talk to the miners about that.
the miners showed you it? Was it Mike?
I ain't saying shit anymore.
No.
Get out of my house.
All right. I'm taking this. I take his explosive with me, but the weed can stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take the half explosive too. The ones that I don't trust him.
Okay.
Should we make a new deal?
Put a gun in his mouth. That's the new
Ray, Lindell Taylor would prevent that. He does not. He is not. He has not gone to those depths. That's like full Cthulhu mode, where you just have no.
We're still full sanity.
Yeah.
Guns in mouths.
Right. Okay. I need to go back, update the case file. We've obtained a lot of relevant information. A lot of it is leading information, but it's still useful. I'm also going to send this parcel in a secure container to. Do we have any sort of thing we can send to Mr. Carter?
You have a phone number.
Okay. I'll call him and let him know what the case is as of now.
Right now.
I'll go drive back to the hotel first.
Okay. So you tell him everything you've learned.
Yeah. So, and to summarize, we have this guy's address, clean work history up until recently, a general phenomenon indicated of recent immediate proficiency in technical knowledge. So it looks like he may not even be that unique of a character. He just might have had access to wherever the source of knowledge came from first. And it is likely in the peripheral area or within the mines itself. And there's a secretive dynamic going on where there might be a small kind of elite that controls access to where this knowledge comes from. And of our intentions to investigate the mines in the immediate future, unless he orders like a hold on that.
You believe that,
and then we can send a sample to like a PO box or something if they want to analyze what the kid had built.
you believe that this conspiracy is spread outside of Briarsville yet?
There's nothing to indicate that yet, sir.
Well, then find out exactly how much people in this town are aware of, and continue to search for the source of this, let's say, anomalous knowledge.
Understood. All right. Now, if we all die, they have something.
Yeah.
They're not totally in the dark.
There you go.
Okay. So it's going to be our midnight trip into the mines. I wonder if I could get quick drone delivery of night vision goggles.
Amazon Prime, baby.
I'd probably request it from Carter.
What if I looked at if it's on Amazon Prime? Oh no. What about
Delta Green doesn't
Amazon Now?
Okay.
If it's on Prime Now.
Prime Now is your better bet.
Okay,
If it's on Prime Now.
Because
then
I
it's
did not
allowed.
have night vision goggles in my equipment.
If
That
it's
would be
on
a
Prime
tough-
Now. It's allowed.
Okay.
That's the rule.
It's only fair. It's
You
2019,
Yeah,
baby.
right.
Yeah, but a small town like that, it's hard to say.
Amazon.
Well, if we have to wait a couple of hours, that's okay.
Continental United
Just
States.
cameras,
Sorry.
Okay.
no goggles.
All right.
Vision.
I also
That's
don't
the
think that
rule of
was.
the campaign now.
All right. Then I'll bring a spare flashlight in case mine
I got a
dies.
flashlight as well.
We'll all have flashlights, and we
I
have
don't
our.
know what you saw. I see Iclops night vision infrared.
On Prime Now or on Amazon.
Just Amazon.
Okay.
That's different.
That's 2 days minimum.
We had the swim trunks argument.
Prime Now is different. Prime Now is 1 hour.
All right.
Yeah, this isn't even Prime.
So it's just not,
So
it doesn't
it's
exist.
So it's not an item on the internet. Then.
That's exactly what we want to do. Oh,
Yes, but not exactly.
look at this.
because
This could be us in 5 to 7 business days.
I mean, if you want to wait 5 to 7 business days.
No, it's unnecessary.
Dude, we could just go wander outside looking at frogs and stuff at night.
Where's your recycling?
It's in the island. Pull out garbage. It's the one on the right.
Keep it open.
No.
Alright, you guys ready to go into the mine?
I've never been more ready to go.
Alright,
Do a mine
cool.
full of miners.
Yep. I'll bring my service weapon, flashlight, spare flashlight.
I'll be full geared.
Yeah, like workman's pants, workman's shoes.
Kevlar armor.
No, I won't have Kevlar.
I will. If I'm going into dark alleyways.
Yep.
I must always have Kevlar.
I'll bring my portable lab.
Okay.
Sure
I think it's reasonable that I could have a suppressor for my pistol. Can I roll for a suppressor?
I'll allow it, but we're
Okay.
doing realistic suppressors.
Okay, that's fine.
Not video games.
I know.
So it's not.
No,
No.
not that.
It's like a 20% reduction
Yeah.
as opposed to like an 80% reduction. Yeah.
I think video games are even worse than 80.
Yeah, it's 100%.
They're like if a guy's right next to the dude that dies, he doesn't even notice him falling on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you are driving across town.
Yep. Late. Like 1 a.m.
Okay.
Not in my vehicle, in a different vehicle this time.
Which vehicle?
God. Well, we all probably rented our own vehicles since we all came separately.
Well, just a different one than the one we drove in earlier, so it has to be one of theirs. Well,
Okay.
Studs relinquished himself of responsibility by.
Alright, I'll drive.
Okay. So Thomas's vehicle driving through town over
Yep.
the mine. Okay. It's dark over there. Foreman's office looks closed.
Mm-hmm.
It's all quiet.
We'll pull down to the mold mines.
Alright.
We'll get out.
It definitely seems to be.
Did I volunteer myself? My car?
Nope, we're in Thomas's.
Okay.
It definitely seems to be an old mine. So
Okay.
it's been well developed. There's a lot of branching paths. And shortly into the entrance, you see cordoned off, perhaps more than you would expect to be normal. Looks to be a deep mine shaft.
Okay. Is my contamination thing going?
I mean, if it detects like coal dust, I guess.
Yeah, just irritants and allergens.
Yeah,
Oh, alright.
yeah.
It's going. Alright, I silence it.
Okay.
Just smash. No, it has a silence button. Okay. I'll cautiously approach the deep shaft that's cordoned off.
I brought my briefcase too. Just
Yeah.
an FYI, so that has sample bags.
I want to see if there is a means of descending the shaft.
Gravity.
I mean,
Well,
there's,
yes, that would be a means of descending the shaft. That's not the one I'm looking for.
Jump
I mean,
down.
there's not a ladder if that's what you're hoping
Okay.
for.
All right.
There's not a rope.
Okay.
You could potentially climb down.
Not right now.
It seems dangerous.
Yeah, it would be fucking
Yes.
dangerous. Okay.
Examine the lip. Or like just flash a light down it.
You can do that if you want.
I do it.
Alright.
Lindell Taylor's scared
Okay.
of heights.
Looks to be maybe a 50-foot drop.
Do I see anything?
Lindell
at the bottom?
Taylor supports you. before you do
see
that.
maybe could be a blood stain at the bottom.
But no body. They
No.
scooped it out.
Probably.
That
Seems
makes
to be
sense.
the case.
What about anything unusual? Does the material look different down there versus up here?
Not that you
Nothing.
can tell.
Well, we've done all we can do here.
No, I think what we need to be looking for is specifically someplace kids might go to smoke their doobies down there. 50 feet. I don't think that's it.
So inside of the mine, there was like just some branching paths, and then this particular shaft,
Yeah.
and we didn't see a whole lot else of note.
Not like some secret alien
No.
commune or something.
All right.
But could we? Because that would make this easier. Maybe you should look around the mines as well. Outside of them, and see if there's anything.
Well, I was gonna go back into the foreman's office.
Okay. I want to look around the mines on the outsides. See if there's like maybe a gated off area or an area that might look less used.
Okay.
And see if there might be a evidence that like this is where the kids come to hang out. Maybe I could hear some noises and see if any kids are there currently.
Roll a D100.
I don't have a D100. I can only do this. I got a 4,
Nice.
so hopefully I need to continue to roll low.
Let's see. Okay. As you're walking around in the dark, I mean, you have a flashlight, but it's nighttime. You suddenly stop in the middle of like the yard in front of the mine, and into your head pops the complete family history of a family in London named the Blackthorns. You have complete photographic knowledge of their entire family history, and you could recite it at will.
This happened in the middle of
Just walking around outside.
outside.
Yes.
Okay.
Roll sanity.
Of course. I was waiting for that one.
Yeah.
I have failed.
That's what
Thanks
it's
for
all
this.
about.
Oh, we'll just do this. There you go, 3.
Alright. It will immediately start running to the foreman.
Shaft and jump
down and jump down! I've lost too much sanity.
Yeah.
Run to the foreman's.
That's where Lindell Taylor was going.
Yes.
Okay, and you were poking around in there?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Wanna try and get at his files.
Yeah, he doesn't really lock them.
Alright.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
I want to make sure. I want to get another look at that Gary file, or not the Gary file. The
The Glenn Gary file?
the George McGillerson file, the one that he snatched away greedily when I wanted to get a good look at it.
Okay. You find it.
Okay. Is there anything else in the file that I noticed that he didn't share?
There is a phone number
Okay, I'll make note of that.
he didn't share with you.
Okay.
And in recent absences, he notes George has been complaining of frequent migraines, likely because of the spot.
Okay. I will make note of the spot on my smartphone.
Okay.
Just there's a note on my phone that says the spot.
The spot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I want to look under his desk and make sure nothing's taped underneath.
There's a shotgun pointed at your face.
All right.
No, there's nothing taped underneath.
Okay.
And then this guy runs in.
Hawkins.
I think I might have figured out exactly what we're looking for.
Please, by all means.
To confirm this, can you look up this family for me? And then I just start spewing the family to him.
Okay.
And then I'll go into like details about the family.
Okay, I'll do a quick search on my phone and see if I can confirm match up any of the information he gives.
It's like he's reading off the website.
All right. Well, this all seems accurate, Hawkins, although I'm not particularly interested by this information, unless you think it pertains to the investigation.
Up until about 5 minutes ago, I had no idea who these people were.
And when did this information occur to you?
I was looking around the grounds, and suddenly it seemed to rush into my head, all at the exact same time.
Really?
Yes, which seems very likely to be what happened to the kid with the bombs.
To the best of your knowledge, take me this spot right now.
Alright.
I get up out of the foreman's chair.
Are you following?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
And I'll stop before, I think
Okay.
it is, and point just right up ahead is where I felt.
Lyndell
this.
Taylor will stride to where he points, breathe deeply.
Does Lyndell Taylor believe that something's going to happen? I'm just curious. It's not
That's
gonna
a good
change
question.
anything. I'm just curious.
He's in full forensic mode right now,
Okay.
so he doesn't know what phenomenon he expects to take place, but there's a part of him that would be a little disappointed if nothing happens. He wants to believe that his friend isn't just gone completely insane already. And,
Okay. Roll D100.
57. No, 75. Excuse me.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's not a great roll. Just hold on.
It is in the third quadrant, or the beginning of the fourth quadrant,
Depending on how I want to look at it.
Yeah, is it 75 or 70? Well, 76 through 100 would technically be the fourth quadrant.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 25 digits.
Just the ass end of the third.
Yeah.
Okay. You instantly gain knowledge of the existence of a massive serpent that is underneath much of Greenland. To your knowledge, it is 2,176 meters in length.
It's further than our guns can shoot.
And dates back to the about 55 million years old.
How long was it?
2,176?
Sure.
What unit?
Meters.
Meters.
The species has been around that long, or the specific snake?
It's just this one entity underneath Greenland.
All right, I'll roll sanity.
Yes, you will. The existence of this breaks pretty much everything you know
Yeah.
to be real.
I passed.
Okay. 4 sanity.
With a fucking pass. That's
This
great.
was like, it was a double whammy, really.
He rolled poorly on the initial one. I rolled good, so my
Yeah.
fail wasn't as bad.
All right.
And you didn't learn anything
like
out of the
ordinary.
ordinary.
I just learned about a
All right.
family that
I'll
you
just,
can
like,
Google.
Move away from the zone. Probably just on my knees, like.
What did you learn?
I can tell you later. You don't need to know.
I want to learn something.
I'm not. I mean, I
It's
didn't learn
dangerous.
anything bad, but I would not suggest it.
You don't suggest it?
I mean, look at how it's affected.
We need to call this
Taylor
in.
here.
What if I learn to do what that kid did?
We don't want.
I run into the spot.
Okay.
You can roll.
You 100?
Mm-hmm.
100.
2.
Ooh,
that's a good
better
one.
than
Yeah.
me.
Very good.
I rolled a 4. I only learned about a family.
Gain power. So yeah, depending on how it responds to you, you could like your brain could turn into mush, or you could become like very gifted. Seems to be the paradigm, or not gifted, but gain useful and specialized knowledge.
You gain complete fluency in Latin.
Nice.
Holy shit!
So you get like an 80 in Latin now.
Nice.
You are
for
likely
free.
the foremost expert in the world. in
Oh
Latin.
wow, so like a 99 in Latin. Yeah,
Put it at 99.
nice.
Jesus Christ!
I mean, it would be 100, but
That's kind of against the
It's
rules of the
impossible,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could fail.
Yeah, alright.
There's some even more ancient dialect of Latin you don't know. That's
Yeah.
that 1%.
All right. Did something happen to you too?
You still have to roll sanity.
I'll respond in Latin.
That doesn't
Yeah,
mean
well,
anything to me.
It's not really a
He's
good or
lost
bad
his
thing.
mind.
Yeah.
Speaking in tongues. I think I just
Everyone
learned,
has a 99
I just
in
learned
that.
Latin. It just makes sense now.
Oh, roll sanity, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
'Cause
like...
that was a
No.
pretty
Yeah, it's not a freebie.
That's
It's
a
not
lot of knowledge rushing
Yeah.
into your head.
Yeah.
48 out of 65.
Just 1 point.
All right.
This needs to be cordoned off, documented, reported to Mr. Carter.
Yeah, I mean, I think we solved it. I mean, this is like...
A containment zone will need to be established, or however his agency likes to deal with this. We need to
Yeah.
contact him immediately.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna open up my cell phone, drop a pin. With coordinates.
A public pin.
Yeah, public.
You
pin.
make it a Poke Center on
Yeah.
Pokemon Go spot.
It's a gym. So all the kids are there
Alright.
learning how to make bombs.
We need to give as much information as possible. It's important to the agency.
So get back in there.
No, yeah, well, basically, that's what he's gonna say. He's gonna say we need to find out the extremities of this spot and mark it accordingly.
So we need to
And
find
instead
the
of finding,
boundaries.
we don't need to find the exact spot though. That's risking
That's for
a
his
lot.
team, I think. Like,
I think the best thing we do is just mark off
mark it where it is.
where it's safe.
Okay.
Where we know it's safe,
Alright.
but we also know it is affected.
I'm gonna stay here. One of you go to Ace Hardware or something of the sort. Get those little construction flags, little gas marking flags, so we
Gotcha.
can
Hold
create
on,
a perimeter.
What about the miners? You're not worried about the miners coming to work tomorrow and seeing...
That's for Mr. Carter's agency to deal with.
At this point, we need.
I'm
to
calling
get
it
this,
in.
Yeah.
2 pickup trucks pull up.
Hand
Yeah, hands
on
on the
gun.
side for
Hand
sure.
on gun. Okay.
Dios mío.
That's not Latin.
It's like pig Latin.
It's Latin American.
Spanish.
It's Latin American.
No one exits the vehicles for a moment, and then you see one of the doors open. Found the spot, huh?
Yes.
That's right.
Mark told us that you're with something called Delta Green.
Who the hell's Mark? We don't even know anyone named Mark.
Is that the kid? We never got his name.
Who told? No one ever said Delta Green.
No.
All right.
Do we know him, Mark?
Mark was
I
one
don't
of
think
the.
so.
No.
All right. Okay. Who is this Mark you're speaking of?
He's a good Briarsville boy.
Oh, he's the boy.
All right.
Apparently he knows a lot about Delta Green. Spot told him.
Well, it's quite a nice deal you have going for you here.
Spot's our connection to God. We don't need the government taking it away from us.
Well, I don't suppose you've had anybody not respond well to the spot, have they? Or maybe you send them down mine shafts if they become broken from the spot?
You referring to Greg?
For all I know, that's what happened. Unless you care to set the record straight.
Greg walked into that mine shaft himself. God must not have agreed with him. Told him something his mind wasn't ready to handle.
Well, listen, I mean, I'm glad you've been able to have this experience, but I mean, this little secret, I mean, this can't keep this here forever, you know. Somebody is gonna get touched by the spot and go tell the world about it.
Do we want more kids blowing up houses? What happens if the next time it's not abandoned?
You're good American lads. You've had something that few people get to experience. Now, don't do anything rash. Spot wouldn't want you to do it, right?
You don't even know about the spot.
I do. It told me something too.
What did it tell you?
I will try to just share in vivid detail what I just learned from it.
And then two, you can roll sanity.
Nice. Sorry.
You know he's telling legitimate truth
yep.
since you've all been exposed to this.
I have succeeded.
Failed by 1.
Oh.
Is it current sanity or it's current sanity?
Yeah.
1 point for studs, 2 points for target.
I'll say, now listen, boys. We don't want this to end badly. And you know what? Off the record, while we're getting this all straightened out, if you want to have one more little experience here while we're getting things in order, I didn't necessarily see anything.
Mark says Delta Green don't handle things like that.
What did you just say?
I think you
Mark?
heard what you said, Thomas.
Did you hear what I said?
Delta Green.
Is that
Is
out of
okay?
game?
Right.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That's in game.
Okay.
Says they'll wipe our minds or move our town or something like that.
Well, Mark's getting secondhand information here.
No, isn't. Information comes from the spot.
What
That's
makes
better
you
than you.
What makes you think the spot's always correct?
Well,
Because I believe in my Lord the Savior.
well,
The spot?
Well,
now let's just be reasonable here. This isn't nothing worth breaking laws against the spot's rules or the country's rules, right?
this is Briarsville. We can cover things up. And you see, like, the edge of a shotgun.
Okay,
appear
I fire.
through the windshield.
I wish to strike his center of mass multiple times with my service weapon.
Okay, you can roll firearms.
So he's still in the truck.
They're all still in their truck.
Can I burn luck?
No.
Alright.
There's no luck.
Narrow fail.
Okay. He sort of slides out of the truck as you shoot into the windshield.
Okay.
And he is going to return fire with his shotgun.
I run towards the mine.
Run towards the spot. No, that's not.
Knowledge
spot
of
will
how to
set me free.
fly or something. Exactly what he needed. I think you can roll a dodge though.
Alright. I will attempt to. I rolled a 7, not a 70.
Ooh,
That makes a difference.
yeah, it does.
You gotta keep track of your.
I know. I was looking at the red die first. Okay, well. Oh, my dodge was successful at least. 41.
Oh, you have a good dodge.
I do.
Okay,
Shiatsu, of course.
you dive, narrowly avoiding some
All right.
shot. But you see a couple other doors open.
You gotta back me up on this, Hawkins.
Alright. Piss is coming out.
Piss is coming out.
Piss is coming out.
Piss is coming
And Ahmed, you get your ass back here. We're a team.
He's already down the mine.
All right.
I forgot I have a weapon. I was gonna run for the car.
Alright. Well, I'm opening fire.
You can roll if you are shooting.
Yeah.
I have succeeded.
Okay. They are using sort of the doors as cover, but yeah, that's gonna just hit the doors. But they're not super solid, so you can roll half damage on one of them.
Good luck.
This is a D10, isn't it? 4.
Okay. You hear some grunts of pain. One of them is going to return fire on you.
Oh, this is good.
There's a miss.
Don't have to roll then.
Thomas, what are you doing?
What's the nearest cover?
There's your car, there's their cars, there's the foreman's office, and then there's the mine. Overall, it's a pretty open area.
Yeah. Do I have to? Would I have to?
You could
pass,
call. You could call it in if nothing else.
Do I have to pass their truck to get to the office, for example?
No.
That I run for the office, like just the cover around the building or wall or something.
Okay. One of them's gonna try and clip you as you run. Fails miserably. Alright. Ziggy.
All right. There's no exposed targets.
Not really, no.
Do I have any inkling of how many hostiles there are?
You'd guess 3.
3. Okay. Did I see the effect of his gunfire? Like,
You heard some shouts of pain after he fired.
okay, I'm gonna designate that as my new target.
Okay.
Oh, shooting to kill.
Yep.
Target rich environment.
Yep. 44 out of 50. That's success.
Let's see
I would say
there.
that you get it right this time, but 44 you can't get wrong.
Can't get wrong.
Alright, full damage. Go ahead.
This is Lindell Taylor, and what you're doing right now is evil. 8 damage.
That's what I rolled. But
That's
Yeah, you hear the body hit the
All right.
ground. You hear, John! You government fucks! Shotgun pointing at your dome.
Alright, southern assholes.
Yep, just barely. You can roll your dodge.
Thank you. I failed by 8 points.
That's fine shotgun damage now.
Yep.
4d6.
That's ridiculous.
4D
No,
damage.
it's 2d10.
Alright.
That's still pretty
That
bad.
could one-shot me.
Yep. 1.
Okay.
They can still one-shot
1.
Oh wow.
Dude.
you. Above
The
board.
spot, the serpent
Bird
protects me. Alright, nice. Nice.
Now Lindell Taylor joins them.
Alright.
You can mark your 2 damage
Yeah.
then. And studs.
Before I shoot, I will shout out, put your guns down. There doesn't need to be any more bloodshed.
Dude, these are spot zealots.
Tell that to John, you fuck!
Alright.
I mean, you shot first.
That was a miserable fail. 92.
Okay. The other guy is going to shoot at you.
Alright.
You are the object of their hate.
I know.
And he misses, huh?
Okay.
Thomas?
I'm gonna determining if I should call Mr. Carter or just text the pin.
Lindell Taylor's going to request a new team member after this. Well, no, it'll depend on how things pan out. I know I've got the detective here.
If you die, live long enough to request it.
Yeah.
No, I want to relay the pin to Mr. Carter.
So you text the coordinates.
Yes, and say
With no explanation.
No explanation.
Send as many team members here as you can.
send the coordinates and say this is how.
Do you need it, Thomas?
No, I got it.
Okay.
This is how George. This is where George McGillerson learned advanced physics.
Okay, so now at least they can investigate that
If
if you all die.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Mission
Okay.
accomplished. Do we level up? Get full health
I
again?
think it's Ziggy's turn.
Yep. Alright, I'm not gaining benefits of any cover here.
You are not.
While they are gaining the benefits of some cover. So I want to run to the side of the truck.
You're gonna run up on him.
Well, okay, so if here's the office, here's me, here's where the trucks are. Is it something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to go here. I want to just get an angle where they aren't getting benefits of the car doors anymore. And the shotguns are probably less effective at a range compared to my handgun. So.
Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna shoot.
Yes.
Then shoot.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Lindell Taylor's got to be on point here. 69 is a failure.
69 should never be a.
I know.
That's the roll.
All right. They will see their hated target
Yep.
in open view here. That's a miss.
Okay.
Studs. Are you gonna
Flank 'em.
follow suit or just?
I motion for you to get it on the other side of the
Alright,
truck.
I'll do
Yep.
that. Other side of the truck.
Yep.
I'll run there.
Just basic tactics here.
So that we're
Yep.
sandwiching them.
So if here's the
Nice.
truck, you
Right
got Lindell Taylor here, and then Studs there,
Okay.
so they can't focus. And
Alright.
Yep.
They get a shot too.
Yep.
They're dead.
Kill him.
Maybe.
That's a success.
Nice.
Okay. You got
Up my
a basic
firearms.
little dodge. It's a failure. Pop
This
him.
is where he's.
Pop.
That's a 10.
All right. We'll pop him.
Nice. Special tactics, man.
Okay.
Got my
One
own homicide to investigate
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You see now that the guy you just killed was Mike, who you played darts against.
Okay.
Good
Yep.
guy. What do you knew about the spot?
Yep. And now the third guy is climbing back into the truck.
Tires.
Yep.
Are you gonna shoot at a tire?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Rolls 100 and shoots Lindell Taylor in the back.
Hamstring him.
No.
Okay. Ziggy, tire shot.
Yep.
There's no dodge roll here, so it's just
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's success.
okay. You hit a tire. He's starting to back up. Studs.
I'm going to sprint to the door and rip him out. No, I was just gonna rip him out. I wasn't
Alright.
gonna
Okay,
And
let's
it's a-
just get an athletics roll in.
I'm good at that. Failed.
Okay.
But not
That could get messy.
He's going to reverse faster, and you can barely hang on, let alone rip open the door. So you can choose to let go, or continue to cling.
I'm going to continue to cling.
Okay. Thomas.
What are you clinging to?
The door.
His door.
I'll approach the truck.
Truck
It's
is
reversing.
backing up.
Yeah.
I've clinged onto it as it started to back up. It might be at a bit of a
Let's
distance.
take another shot.
At the tires?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Please don't miss too badly.
Pretty badly. I mean, how bad is too bad?
What is
85 out of 20.
That's not too bad. It certainly misses. Ziggy?
sprinting to the vehicle?
The truck or your vehicle?
Our vehicle.
Okay. Studs? It looks like he's about to like just swing it around.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot outside.
That'd be sweet.
Okay. You can get like plus 20%.
Nice. We're gonna need to clean the inside of this vehicle.
It hits, regardless of that 20.
Okay. Yeah, you blow his brains out.
Alright.
But you're still on a speeding vehicle.
Yeah, I
If you
jump
take
off.
a little bit of damage now, it's better than a lot
I'll,
later.
Okay.
I'll push myself off.
Yeah.
Then you can roll another athletics.
I'm good at that.
They took out jump.
I'm good at athletics.
Because you know everyone would train it.
That would have been a
Needs to.
success if it stopped one turn before, but it was a failure.
Okay. You take
I'm good at athletics.
2 damage.
I can handle that.
Alright.
Okay. Silence returns to the mine.
Okay. I'm hit, but not bad. Wounds.
Alright, we need to call this in.
Is everyone okay?
Yes.
I've been better,
Okay.
but you're probably worse off than I am.
No, you just grazed me.
Alright.
Good
You
job.
You get like a message that says this number is a landline.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured
I
it
called
wasn't
the
a cell
number.
phone.
I call the number. They've been dealing with Lindell Taylor. They can deal with him again.
Okay. It doesn't go through.
Okay.
So I'll remind you, because I'm sure you forgot. He specifically said payphone or landline.
Oh, okay. Then, well,
The foreman's office. That's gotta have a landline.
let's check it.
It doesn't.
Okay. I'll sit down in the foreman's chair.
I'm like a real boss. Feet on the.
I tell you guys to go sentry. Keep an eye on the spot.
Alright.
Okay.
Hottest new bars
Yeah.
open up then.
I try to get a hold of Carter.
knowledge. Take a shot, gain some knowledge.
It's gonna be tempting not to go. It's gonna be hard not
Agent
to go on the
Taylor.
spot again.
Yes.
Report.
I give him the full situation report. A discovery of a deemed spot given to it by the Bryersville locals. A sudden infusion of random knowledge, some beneficial, some maddening and seemingly impossible, but always believed to be true by the individual, known to be true by me. I say I can tell you things about Greenland.
Tell me.
Okay, I share with him what I
In
experienced.
excruciating detail.
Yes, and then say that it's indeterminable how many members of the town have been exposed to the spot. We have a vague coordinates of its outline. We encountered 3 fanatical users of the spot who were hostile to our intentions, and we had to eliminate them with deadly force. And immediately following, I contacted you, Agent Carter, or Mr. Carter.
Have each of your team members been exposed to this anomaly?
All 3 have confirmed that yes, it does. The effect has been experienced by all team members. Yes,
You'll need to be brought in for processing then.
as you say.
Can you provide an estimate for the size of this anomaly?
Probably. I mean, there was like a cutoff point where we felt it.
Well, what's your estimate?
Approximately 30 feet. More specific calculations need to be made.
And
Circular diameter.
how much of the town do you believe is aware of this anomaly?
3 less than previously, with the casualty report. But
Humor's not appreciated here, Agent Taylor.
as much as 10% of the town population. as of now.
Hmm.
We could try to ascertain a larger detail, but again, knowledge of the spot is a guarded secret among the locals and was only extracted with some difficulty. There's a religious obedience to it for many.
See, I'll ask again. Do you believe knowledge of the anomaly is extended beyond Briarsville?
We still have nothing to suggest that, sir, so I will say no. We have no confirmed reports that this information was circulated beyond this community, which itself is insular and small.
Don't forget to mention Mark.
Yes, we have one confirmed outstanding citizen who has been exposed. And then I give him that name in addition to Mr.
Mark knows about everything about
Mr.
Delta.
McGrillerson, who we have yet to apprehend.
We do have Mark's address too.
Yes, we have the addresses for both of those individuals.
And he knows everything about Delta Green, according to.
Oh yes, thank you.
That's worrisome.
Yes, high priority target. If you like, sir, we could proceed to his address immediately and well, based on your orders.
No, you're injured and time is of the essence now, so we'll be sending in a cleaning team immediately. You'll be picked up in the process and escorted to a secure Delta Green facility. But, as far as I can tell, job well done.
Thank you, sir.
And hangs up.
Okay. I need to quickly write down what I know about the Green Serpent before they wipe my mind. In addition to however much they said they were going to pay me, so I can see that in my bank account, because I'm suspicious they're going to do something to my memories.
And then, after your memories wipe, you read this, like, what serpent?
Yeah.
Sanity lost?
I don't care. I'm gonna write it down.
Agent Carter, there's a serpent. Memory wipe. What? There's a serpent.
I know.
And then you have 0 sanity.
Was there anything special about this random family, or was it just a random family?
Just random family.
Okay, then I don't give a shit.
All right. Well, I mean, I know I'd write down, look for the deposit in the bank account, and I don't know. I guess it would be up to Lind if he finds, like, you know, I find it difficult to believe that he wouldn't feel kind of that contagious, like, almost blessing that it feels like getting that info, because like they all seem to have reacted in that way. So I feel like in character he might want to preserve that information. So
I got nothing useful.
no, I know it makes more sense for you, but I mean, knowing there's like this mythical creature under the ice,
or the man that knows Latin fluently more than probably anyone else
Yeah,
in
I
the
can't
world.
preserve my.
I mean, I could have lied on your behalf, but you would have had to have told me about that before I called. That you weren't exposed.
Well, yours is a little different. There's different types of. The brain handles knowledge differently. They have like languages and stuff. That's a different part of the brain.
Oh, so you'll be
I might be
protected.
exempt from
You'll be
processing.
protected.
Well, no, they'll
Okay.
probably still wipe your mind.
All of it? How could they selectively wipe
It's Delta Green, baby.
whatever?
Just bits and pieces, probably, but you'll still maintain your Latin knowledge.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. 23 minutes later.
Okay.
A team of helicopters swoops in on Briarsville.
Yep.
Large number of agents flood out and begin gathering up civilians throughout the town. You hear several shots fired.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
But overall the process does not take long. And pretty soon a team does make their way to the mine, where I assume you all are still waiting.
Yep.
Okay. A few of them start carrying away the bodies, putting them in body bags. One of them approaches you.
I wonder if I'd get the sanity loss about the serpent if it's not delivered in that same way where it's like straight to my brain. Like reading about it like a text I sent to my alternate phone number.
Would you believe it?
I might not. So then I just have that instead of, you know what I'm saying? It's up to
You'd
you.
be like, what is this weird story I wrote myself?
Yeah, it's like I wrote that story and then to look at my bank account. So that's what Lindell Taylor's going to have to look at in his
Okay.
his
You
okay,
can
yeah.
write a note saying, explaining explaining it.
I don't think I'd know to do that though. Like.
But I mean, you're writing it to remind yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
But
how am I
this,
going to
we could be
explain
having this conversation in character too? Because like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm afraid they're gonna wipe my memory. I want to remember the story. It's like.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to advise me on that, doctor, I'll take your advice.
Say, why don't you just explain? You learned this from the spot.
But he's not gonna know what the
But I would know.
is.
The note
You
gets.
could write that down too. We were investigating Briarville. Just write the story.
But then then you'd have to believe that there's some random spot on the earth. That
I think the future
floods
me.
you with knowledge.
The future. I'm more interested in what the future me will do with this information than me trying to explain everything in this ladder.
But if you want your future self to believe it, that's all I'm getting at.
I'm gonna leave that up to my future self. It's gonna be his decision.
Alright. Fit man approaches you and says,
Identify myself to him.
"You're my 3 agents.
Yes.
Agent Johnson. If you'll come with me, I'm taking you to a secure black site.
Of course.
Hopefully home in time for dinner tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Okay.
If you can just point me in the general area of this anomaly."
We will cautiously trace out to Lindell Taylor's intelligence and all observing where all 3 of us experienced it, like its diameter, saying we were going to get flags, but if you go beyond this point, the experience will occur.
Nothing obviously dangerous involved, is there?
Some of the knowledge is more abrasive than others, but as far as physical harm, no. It should not cause bodily harm or life functioning to cease.
Alright. You can have Dr. Einhardt and 2D class come out here. Alright. Agent James will take you to the helicopter.
I'll comply.
Yep.
Comply.
Fuck no.
Yep.
Okay. You're on the helicopter.
Feel like lost time's coming up really soon. I just remember I was on the helicopter and I was back in my office at home.
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
That's yeah.
All of you remember the mission.
Okay.
You do maintain your knowledge of the spot's existence, but the whole mind image in your head is really blurry. Like
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to tell where the spot is.
Yeah.
Thomas, you maintain your Latin knowledge.
Nice.
Studs, you maintain your London family
I'm
knowledge.
gonna visit this family one
I
day.
forget about the serpent.
You don't know. You read a weird story on your phone.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that was what one of the locals believed. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I should have a deposit coming into my bank account sometime soon. All right.
You do each get a deposit. It's not through Delta Green.
No, just
Incorporated.
some nice front.
It's some front company.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, Green.
I mean, there's so many like hedge funds and
Green Engineering or
yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
You each get paid $40,000.
Nice. Just make that in a day. In a fucking day. That's great. Lindell Taylor's moving up in the.
And you each get a handwritten note in your mailbox a couple days later.
Okay.
It's from James Carter
Okay.
and says, "Congrats on your recent success. Keep at it, and I'll be in touch soon." That's where they're at.
Beautiful.
Mission accomplished.
So-
I feel pretty good about how we approached that. It wasn't the worst. We could have prepared better for the zealots coming at the end, like maybe having like a bit more combat efficient stuff, but
I think
We
failing
lucked
the
out,
roll on the foreman on the human intel probably caused us to have
Well,
no suspicions on.
yeah, I was already
Yeah.
kind of suspicious of him, but
Yeah.
it turns out he is actually quite critical as far as like probably having a role in who had access to the spot and that sort of thing.
I'd say your only major problem was immediately flashing your badge.
Yeah.
Small towns don't have any patience or
No.
trust for FBI agents.
But
That's why I mean it it's easier for him to be able to do it. Like me, it would be like, why the fuck?
Why should I even talk to you?
Yeah. And that's something Lyndall Taylor can learn to not. But that's just how he's programmed right now. He's been doing that a lot for
that's
his
his go-to thing.
Yep. So that's
and you said like 10% of the town.
It was probably
It was
more like all the
90%.
miners.
90. Okay.
Most of the town was aware of it now. A lot of them were wary
Well,
of it.
Did he ask aware or exposed to it?
I think aware.
Because that doesn't necessarily mean the same thing.
Yeah. Exposed to it was probably more like 20%.
Okay, that's the number I meant to give, but yeah.
Pretty much every miner had stepped in there.
Yeah, I was going to say
a lot of the local teens had learned
Yeah.
about it, poked around and to find it,
Okay.
and some of the other curious locals.
I mean, I think if I told Mr. Carter anything more than 0%, I think their procedure was going to be similar for that town. But I don't know. I don't know how their operating procedures work, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had just said it was a small group of miners, and that's it,
Yeah.
they would have just handled the miners. It's not
Yeah.
easy to wipe out a whole town.
No.
But yeah, other than that, it was a lot better than like your 40K performance.
Yeah. It ended in a similar way, but with us being successful and as opposed to dying. So yeah, that's good.
It was good.
Well, because I wanted just like sort of a slower, more investigative start.
Yep.
Rather than throw some monster at
Yep.
you.
And we.
But
we
I wanted
did
to have some sort of combat.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, I'll zip Jim Bob with
Was
a shotgun.
was that one guy? If we just went to his apartment, was he at home?
So
Yeah, we never even bothered.
No,
with
I know,
him.
but we found out it wasn't all about him. It was more about the
he
source.
was
of
at
it.
home,
Yeah.
but then you made it a bit too overt to the foreman.
Yeah.
And so he immediately called him after you left.
He alerted him.
Yeah.
So-
And since they were pretty
Yeah.
close knit, everyone in that like apartment complex knew you were coming.
All those
And
eyes
that's
looking
what all
out.
the eyes were.
Yep.
Would they have attacked us?
No, but you would have had to beat information out of them at
Yeah.
that point.
They would have stonewalled us.
It just had you
Yeah.
happened upon the 17-year-old
We did.
who knew stuff, and was a little willing to
A little
talk
bit more malleable than
compared to
those
like
older
the
guys.
50-year-old miners
Yeah.
and stuff. So that was good.
That makes sense now. He's like, he doesn't give a shit if he's been absent from the coal mine. He knows he's got more important things to do.
Right.
Work on his reactor that God told him how to build. So okay.
So if you had talked to like the doctor or something, you'd found out there had been several suicides in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And several more people like catatonic. The other events that I had were like a woman who had learned about some extraterrestrials that are making their way towards Earth with hostile intent. She was gonna like walk out into the street and scream about it before killing herself. Stuff like that.
People that just lost all their sanity.
So that was SCP-028.
Can we
Knowledge.
roll to improve skills?
So, if you used a skill and failed, you can add 1 to that skill. There's no roll involved.
Oh, okay, cool.
My fire.
Any of the skills that we
Any
rolled?
skill you rolled and failed at.
I
My alertness.
failed.
I think
at
everyone failed
athletics.
alertness at one point.
I'm going to give it to athletics.
You did fail in athletic. No, you any. They're
Oh,
all
it's not
eligible.
just
All the ones you rolled and
Yes.
failed.
I somehow failed
I
in
failed
alertness.
at chemistry.
You did fail at chemistry. I failed at firearms.
It's not as big
Did I
as
fail at
Call of
firearms?
Cthulhu, but it's more certain.
Well, yeah, it's so swingy in Call of Cthulhu.
Right.
You can
might suddenly gain.
you can gain
10
nothing or
points.
gain 10. Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure I failed at firearms.
I nailed that persuade.
Okay.
Is that the only
I
raise?
screwed up a human once too.
It's just one.
You
one
did
thing.
screw up a human.
I did, and I had such a high chance of success, so that's a good one to improve. All right, cool.
So that was just the start, slow introduction.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Next
Good.
one will probably be a bit more exciting.
That was a good one though. I enjoyed that.
Good stuff.
I felt like, unlike Call of Cthulhu, I was more easily accomplishable. It might have just been because it's introduction, and I think Call of Cthulhu is meant more or less for you to eventually just end up going insane anyways.
Right.
Yeah, well, especially the campaigns. Like the campaigns is just a grind.
I mean, I enjoy Call of Cthulhu for its own
Yeah.
things though.
No, and I've been reading a several one-shot books, or not even one-shot, but smaller adventure books. So I'll have a lot of different ones I could run some when we go back to that someday. So
I do like the system though.
oh yeah, no, this is very slick. I like this. You could play like a Resident Evil or something with this. Like tons of present day things with that.
So
system.
is Delta Green always a secret government thing in this world, you just decided to have it intertwined?
Yeah, I mean, normally it's just like Call of Cthulhu modern day, like you fight deep ones and cults and stuff, but I like SCP.
When was the last time you DM'd? Was that Warhammer? I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That did not last long. Hopefully this one lasts longer.
I think it probably will.
Not super long, but yeah, a little while.
Alright.
Yeah. See you, man.